Greetings, Just Fans. We're coming live from Pärnu in Estonia. I hope I pronounce it correctly because I'm a Latvian in my fellow neighboring country of Estonia. And we are starting our broadcast of the Paul Keres Memorial here in one of the most scenic Estonian cities. And we expect that it's going to be quite an amazing week full with chess and excitement. My name is Grandmaster Arturs Neiksans, and together I'm with Women International Master Margaret Olde.
Yes. Hi, Arturs.
Hey.
Also super excited to be here.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really amazing to be here. Finally, the event kicked off. It's been a pretty long day, and as I understand, also your duty was not only being the commentator, you're involved in organizing.
Yeah, it's kind of been my job part-time job since maybe like February.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we started doing the web page, we started having some first registrations. So yeah, and then of course the last 2 months have been quite busy.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, I basically connected to the festival. When was this? A month ago or so. We agreed that I'm going to do the commentary. Very excited about it. So, yeah, don't go anywhere, dear viewers. We have prepped for you an exciting format, and let's maybe talk about a bit what the event is all about. So here you can see the festival is essentially divided into open tournaments. But Margaret, I mean, you've been like really inside of this tournament, as you said yourself, since February. Maybe you can tell a bit like more about what's going on.
Yeah, so basically this year we have two separate tournaments. We have the Classic A tournament for people who are FIDE rated 1800 plus, and then Classic B tournament, so people who are 1900 or less FIDE rated. The people in between, they can choose. And then we're playing 9 rounds in 6 days, so it's a pretty tight schedule.
Oh yeah, the double rounds.
Yeah.
That's the modern way of playing, to be honest. But I don't know. I usually try to avoid double rounds myself. Yeah. That's why I'm doing the commentary, I suppose.
Exactly. And I think 6 days is kind of the shortest you can do 9 rounds.
Yeah, I mean, I like 6-7 days. So 7 days for me, it's optimal. But I have talked with some of the grandmasters, like Tom Contents. By the way, he's not here. He has some other plans. Another fellow grandmaster from Latvia. He said 6 days is close to the perfect. So for the players, it's gonna be pretty tough. I would say the first couple of days, definitely.
Yeah, I think it also depends whether you're a person who plays very long games. I usually play 4.5 hours every game myself. So
that sounds also like me.
Yes, exactly.
All right. Okay. So we're definitely in for pretty long days here. And here is the prize fund. In total, it's about 16,000 euros for the entire festival. In the main open tournament A, the first place is going to walk away with very nice 2,200 euros. I'm looking at this price and I'm thinking, well, I'm not playing there, to be honest, but okay.
Exactly.
Right.
And yeah, even the Open B, they have also quite a decent prize fund.
You know, Margaret, I gotta say, I really envy Estonia because mostly in Estonia you have very good pricing, like in chess tournaments. I think throughout the past years, this has attracted most of the professionals and also chess lovers to go exactly to Estonia.
Oh, that is great to hear.
Yeah, it's absolutely. I mean, I'm very serious about it, and also usually the tournaments are organized in hotels with spas, etc. Also here we are staying at Estonia. What was the official name? I forgot.
Estonia Resort Hotel and Spa, I think.
Right. Yeah. So there's another spa, and the perfect way for the players to play in the tournament, spend some time, enjoy the beautiful scenery here. I mean, Pärnu is very close to the Baltic Sea. Like literally a couple of hundreds of meters from the beach. So yeah, it's quite amazing here. And this is how our schedule looks like for the event. These are actually a small correction. These are start times of the rounds. I mean, these are not start of the live stream schedule. Or was it me actually? We decided to save our voices.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, double rounds. Sometimes the rounds can last like 4-5 hours. We thought like double rounds. It's going to be pretty tough. Anyway, I think we're not going to really miss a lot because we decided to start the rounds 1 hour in. 1 hour in of every single round. So this means right now, as soon as we are going to jump into the first round of the open tournament, there's already some action going on.
Yeah, so it's going to be maybe easier, more interesting for us and maybe the viewers as well.
Yeah, this time I think I won't have to explain all the nuances in the opening phase. We're going to have a lot of action. Did we, by the way, mention that this is the first ever broadcast for the Keres Memorial?
I think it's the first ever broadcast in general in Estonia.
In Estonia in general?
I don't think that
wow.
there has been a tournament.
I should have worn something, I don't know, nicer to the occasion. I really, Margaret, I recall this place because I was talking to the main organizer, Hendrik, and he was like, well, you should know the surroundings here, right? You have played here before. And I started to think, really? Have I played here before? And then there's like, yeah, right. It was probably the Baltic Zonal Tournament.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly, in the same playing venue. And I tried to recall the year. Could be 2016 or 17?
I think something like that. We were actually talking about this tournament yesterday with him.
Really?
So
Okay.
I can confirm it was taking place here.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So anyway, fun times. This time I'm returning as already said, as the commentator. So let's jump in and see what's going on already in the very first round. So how many digital boards do we have?
11.
11.
If they are all working, then 11. And I think
If they are working, yeah?
I think they are. Never, like with electronics, you never know. But I'm quite sure 11 are working right now.
Right, and originally, and maybe we're still going to get it, we are supposed to have a camera feed. And that's why the viewers are watching this and they're like, where's the camera feed? Where's the camera feed? It's work in progress.
It will come.
Yeah, it will come. It will come. It will be really sophisticated, and Margaret will be able to zoom in to the boards, etc. No?
Yes.
Yeah, really,
yes.
yeah? I don't know.
I think so. That's the plan.
That's the plan anyway. So, yeah, for today, we don't really have the cameras, but we have our expertise. So we're going to start with the very first game, the tournament rating favorite, Valery Kazakowski. He's playing against Kristaps Kruskauns, round one game. And, okay, what is this?
Yes, already?
Some sort of a Najdorf.
Yeah.
Is it?
Probably. I must be honest, I'm not too familiar with the exact orders and systems. This variation, but...
Yeah, but Knight of 8 is really weird.
Yeah.
Like, I don't immediately recall any Sicilia and Najdorf positions where black plays Knight of 8 and Knight G6 because all I see there is a 5. Yeah, okay, maybe let's go back a bit and see what happened before, because the viewers, you're seeing we have two chessboards. We have the live board that's in the gray color. We have the big analysis board, which also is the live board, but we are going to use the opportunity to shuffle the pieces a bit and show you possibly the thought process of the player. Are you a Najdorf player? No.
That's what I said.
yeah, I figured. All right. So, Valery is, yeah, I think definitely one of the tournament favorites. I haven't really followed what he's been doing this summer. It's not really a big surprise that Lithuanians have sent here some of their best grandmasters. So that's Valery Kazakowski and that's Tomas Laurušas. I don't think there's any other grandmaster.
We have the Bitlushny Kleb as well. I think he was part of the Lithuanian Olympic team.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he was in the Olympic team. You're right.
And he's definitely maybe one of the people who wants to gain a norm here.
Yeah, that's
I am
also one of the
normal.
reasons. Yeah. So one of the reasons why many players, especially young talents, play in open tournaments, they want their chance to get some international norms, not only, of course, the prize money, part of the big chunk of the 16,000 euro prize fund. And Kristaps Kruskals obviously is a well-known player in Latvia. I know him for many, many years. And I actually recently beat him.
Oh.
Yeah, it's very
classical?
pleasant. Yeah, in classical, very pleasant. I beat both of them, actually.
So you're very happy to talk about this game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very, very happy about, mostly to talk about this game, because I beat Valerie. That was the Swedish league this year, I think. It was a complete mess. He could have won me as well. Anyway, just to be fair. And Kristaps Kruskals, I was playing in Latvian Championship. There was this absolutely crazy Scandinavian game.
Okay.
Like, I even called it my immortal game.
Okay.
Yeah,
You played with
Black.
Okay.
Yeah, it was very, very nice. But anyway, why I'm mentioning this, not just to boast about my amazing skills. I wanted to mention that Kristaps is a very principled player. That's why I brought this up. And he is not afraid to fight. And when he sees a strong player like Kazakowski, unlike some players who are like, the draw is going to be good, he always goes for more.
Yeah, that's a good trait. And even though right now he's a little bit under 2100, he's an FM, so I guess this means that he has been above 2300, right?
Yeah, I mean, he was 2300, but now he is slightly less. Actually, I'm seeing we have some.
I think we need to find the remote for the TV.
Yeah, can you find it?
Sure.
I think I put it there in the chair. Sorry, guys.
I'll go find it.
Right. Because the screen here is saying that. Oh, you saved it. Thank you, Margaret.
Okay, I'll keep it here.
Thank you. Yeah, actually, this happened before. Like when I was setting up things today, the entire screen just went kaput. It just restarted.
Okay, that's
so
the technology.
Yeah, technology, yeah, indeed. So very first day, it's fine. All right. So what do we have here? Knight x and d4, knight f6, knight c3, a6, h3.
I assume that's not the main move. Even not as an either player, I think.
Yeah, I mean, there's like even a very famous joke in this position. White has tried literally everything in this position. Like, White has tried to play bishop e2, bishop d3, bishop c4, bishop e3, bishop g5, definitely not bishop f4, bishop d2, knight b3, knight f3, g3, even g4, f3, f4, h3, h4, a3, a4, I think rook b1, rook g1 has been played, queen f3, queen d3. There's like 20 moves that White has tried, and that's why me always being a fierce advocate of the anti-Najdorf with bishop b5, I used to say that the only real way to play is bishop b5. But anyway, yeah, it's a choice. All right, yeah, h3 is very nice idea to play g4, g5, bishop g2, e5. I think this is the principal way to play. So White typically plays either knight e2, knight b3, or even knight f3. Yeah, h5. Yeah, this is, by the way, a very modern way to respond against some aggressive g4, g5 ideas. It might backfire, but h5 for neither players has become like a very standard move. So all of this makes kind of sense. a4, I suppose, also looks logical. Bishop e7 and f4.
Before castle, or does White even want to castle?
That's a very good question. Obviously, we see that a couple of moves have been already played, but I'm thinking from Kazakowski's perspective. How do you think he feels about this position? So first I'm going to ask you, and then I'm going to...
I mean, I think he's rating favorite, so maybe he doesn't mind playing something that, or like maybe when his opponent is coming after him, it gives him also more chances to win the game.
Right. I think he should be very happy because he's looking for unbalances, and the knight dwarf got exactly that. Also, they have 5 idea black could play bishop c4, and then in some lines take on e2. So there's a very big fight for some of the key weaknesses in the position, most notably the d5 square. So that's why black played rook c8. And for example, if here white will play f5, bishop c4, and b3. So it seems like you're trapping the bishop. I can take it here. And I need like a couple of moves to get a dominant control of my central squares. And very often black plays something like d5, takes, and bishop c5. Now your king is weak.
This seems scary.
Yeah.
Right, definitely.
This is like a very, very common idea. Even e4 and knight e5 is played, and black is so active here. So that's why here Kruskans played b3 first. And now f5 is a threat. Knight f5 to 5, bishop d7, and bishop e3.
So when we were discussing first for like a quick second about the knight f8, then it was not maybe his choice, but he kind of had to do it.
You mean here?
Yeah.
So this obviously begs the question, why such a sad square as f8? Why not something more active? If I go here, maybe you're dropping a piece. Everything is protected. And if you play knight b6, the knight doesn't do anything.
What is the knight doing?
Yeah, I mean, I still, the question is begging to be answered what the knight's doing at f8. But, okay. And also, look at this. Valerie already has spent half an hour on the position. This is something I have noticed a lot in open tournaments, especially in the first round, that ELO favorites, they're playing very fast. They're trying to save the energy because they're playing against significantly lower rated opponents, and they're hoping that it's going to be enough anyway. And here, this is something else.
Yeah, exactly. But maybe sometimes, maybe not for you, but like for me, it's been that the first rounds, even if you're an ELO favorite, then it's hard to get into the rhythm. So Valerie just hasn't gotten into the rhythm yet. So the brain is working slower.
Much slower. Yeah, like I can definitely relate to that. And very often, the first rounds, I completely agree with you, Margaret. Like, they were very, very tough. And also, it depends when you arrive. So I don't really know when Valerie arrived. Actually, you know, when I arrived today, so I drove in a car, and I did spot some Lithuanian cars. So I don't really know how frequently they're going to Pärnu.
I think Valerie actually came last night.
Okay.
But quite late last night.
So that was not him.
Yeah. Maybe it was Laurušas.
Maybe
because
actually
he
it was
came
Lauruš.
today.
Yeah, I saw some Lithuanians. I thought, what are they doing here? So why they're going to Pärnu? Anyway, yeah. So this is the current position. I think that if I'm Kazakowski, I'm thinking about the d5 idea. By the way, I think d5 is possible even right away. There's a pawn under attack. There's bishop b4.
Yeah.
So if you take it, and now suddenly this knight is doing really well on g6 and h4, etc., hitting the pawn. Wait, I really like this.
Yeah, and maybe it's also that this is black's only idea. Because what else are you doing? So you're really trying to make the d5 work.
Well, the alternative probably is to play something like bishop c6, knight e7, but yeah, I think if you can play d5, you gotta play d5 immediately. Exactly. So Valerie here is spending some time. And while Kay is spending some time, we're gonna check the other boards. So hopefully, starting tomorrow, we are gonna have access to the camera. And Margaret is gonna be the operator, try to zoom in, but today we are gonna have to most likely rely on just the analysis. So here we go. Let's go to the next.
This is a grandmaster from Switzerland. Actually, I think we've never had grandmasters from Switzerland before. It's the first time as well for the festival. And Bogner.
Right. Yeah, he came quite from far away, if I may say so. So no Swiss players have been playing in Estonia, right?
I think at least not grandmasters in the previous editions, yes. But this year we have Sebastian, and we have 2 more Swiss players.
Right.
In the A tournament, and 1 maybe in the B tournament.
Yeah, anyway, I think that I can speak probably for most of the chess professionals how the travel itinerary usually is done. The players are organizing like a travel schedule, several tournaments in a row, typically 2-3 tournaments. And unfortunately for Latvian chess, last week was supposed to be Riga Techno University Open. Yeah, it's unfortunately it didn't happen. So there are plans to organize it next year. Yeah, anyway, I don't really know about Sebastian. Maybe he was planning to play in Riga. Also, by the way, during this time, there's several tournaments very close. I remember even some years ago, players would come straight from Politiken Cup, or it later would be renamed as Extracon Open in Denmark.
Okay.
They would come to Riga. Then they would play in Riga, and they would play either Lithuania or Poland, somewhere very close. I think during that time there was no Keres Memorial.
Yeah,
in August.
This is the 6th edition. So
Yeah,
probably.
yeah. All right, yeah, that was like 10 years ago.
Yeah, and with the Riga festival, we were thinking the same. Like, are we gonna lose participants because they wanted to maybe play multiple tournaments in a row, or the other way, maybe?
So did you lose?
I think we gained a few participants in the end. Or, I mean, you never know, right? Because it was announced already quite a bit ago when the registration was still open for the festival. But yeah, I think maybe because professional chess players, they play tournament after tournament, but maybe for people who actually are working full time, then they can't take maybe 2 or 3 weeks off, so they have to pick 1 tournament per summer.
Right. Yeah, that definitely makes sense. Okay, I'm looking at this, and according to my grandmaster expertise, I'm seeing an extra piece for white, and the king is pretty weak.
Yes, my counting is correct. I think this is true.
How did this happen, actually? And move 16. Can we predict
the opening?
Yeah, what could have been? It's a little impossible.
Probably black started with e5, I assume, or some King's Indian.
Yeah, I'm looking. It could
Maybe
be King's Indian.
Yeah,
some sacrifice. Okay, let's check it. All right. Yeah.
King's Indian it is.
King's Indian defense. We're good. Bishop e2, bishop e3. Very nasty setup. I know this is a very, very strong setup from the white's perspective. It enables all kinds of h4, g4, h5 ideas. Knight c6. The idea is to play e5, d5, knight e4.
Yep.
So you have to be a bit careful. That's why white plays d5. White plays f4. Wins some tempi.
Knight on g4. Trapped at some point?
Yeah, but this should be bad, no?
It does look bad.
I mean, it really rings a bell because I prepped something and I played something in the previous Olympiad in Budapest. I explicitly remember black gonna play like this.
Oh.
So it was like maybe a very similar position, but with the knight on h6. I think it was something like this. I think I somehow got with the knight on f2.
Okay.
Knight h3, knight f2, and then push the knight away, etc. I won a very quick game. But yeah, this knight, it doesn't really promise a lot of optimism. e6. Takes. Okay. Oh, so there's some problems.
Maybe it was already inevitable.
Yeah, it seems so. Yeah.
After queen c1.
And this is looking really ugly. King is weak.
Even now, probably. Queen.
Yeah, even queen c1 here, you're right.
Yeah.
But I was even thinking, like, even this is a move. Queen c2 a long castle, g4.
And if you have to put your knight to f7, then...
Could be problems
there.
with the pawn, some knight h4. Anyway, yeah. It didn't happen. Bishop e6, queen c1, and black had no choice.
Yeah.
5.
So it's not a sacrifice.
Alright. Okay. So this is how they got there. And now the question is, does black have anything? Because from my first point of view, I'm looking at this and I don't think everything is so clear.
Yeah, I think maybe black has a few more moves to make something happen very quickly. Because I have the pin, but if I manage to solve this, then up.
My first idea was I want a castle.
I take.
If you take it.
Yes.
You're not going to take it, there's a check.
Exactly.
So that's what I saw. And as soon as I saw this, I saw a refutation, which is rookie.
To take it rook, yes.
Yeah. And I don't think this works.
Only an exchange. Oh, it's
For 2 pawns.
2 pawns, yeah.
Yeah, so.
And 2 bishops, and yeah, that's right. Happier than now.
I mean, probably the line still continues. Somehow
Yeah.
it's a very forcing line, but at least white has this. Wait, I don't think this happened. Just a second. Refresh the board. Yeah, it's still here. Maybe something like... Yeah, but this is not so clear. King d1. Takes. And here.
Go like rook f1.
Yeah, but I think that black has some long-term activity here. Like the king is never going to be...
stay there.
Yeah, it's never going to be really safe. Like, I think you need like 1, 2, 3, 4. And during this time, something definitely is going to happen. So I think I don't want to go here if I'm white.
But can I make long castle happen somehow? Do I have enough tempest? Like maybe bishop g5, queen d2?
Bishop.
Am I being slow? I think if I get long castle, then I'm safe.
Mm-hmm. That's logical. So I assume I don't have to rush.
Yeah.
I could play some d5.
What?
I did. And I did. Alright, d5. Yeah, it's not so...
Yeah, I don't want to. Or maybe if I go queen d2, you're gonna go...
I'm gonna play d4. And now you want to go for a long castle.
I was thinking about it.
Because now there's gonna be bishop c4. Yeah, but even this position, yeah, what should be better?
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe much better, but I don't think it's so obvious also to me.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think black definitely is still obviously going to continue the game, and white is too.
And that's why Bogner is thinking.
Yeah, because I think before he had a lot of time actually. He's been thinking for quite a while.
Yeah, I mean these last moves, I think he had to do it. Like here, queen c1. He played this entire sequence to win a piece.
Yeah.
And since he's a very strong grandmaster, he expected most likely black is not going to be passive and he's going to sacrifice the piece. I mean, black could have played like bishop c8 f5 and king h7, but people don't play like this. Yeah, like it looks really ugly.
Yeah.
So I think he expected this. He took a piece. Bishop c4, f takes on g6 kind of makes sense because you include g takes on f7. Probably the black king is not ready to go to f7, and that's why, yeah, it's understandable. Now he's thinking.
Maybe it can also be that he was just thinking that I'm a piece up. It should be easier, and then you start calculating the lines and like, okay, black actually does have some counterplay.
Yeah. I think also for white here, it's very important to identify that the next couple of moves are going to be very critical.
Yeah.
So you want to spend some time. I think it mainly is about every critical position, every crazy position for chess professionals. They feel it really so well that this is the position I want to spend some time. And that's also, by the way, it's something, Margaret, I have noticed where club level players often fail. Like they're very good at very often in opening phase, like calculate decently, but there's like moments when they're like making very fast decisions at wrong moments. Yeah, so also this this understanding of when to think, when to spend the time, I think it's part of the really great skill.
But do you think that this is something that's possible to learn? Because I know some people just, or at least people say about it that like this person just knows the critical moment.
I think it somehow accumulates through experience. Yeah, like I don't think there's like, okay, I mean, I'm also a coach, right? So I obviously have used this to the students. This is the critical phase. Now you spend some time, but there's obviously million scenarios. So how do you recognize? So I think mostly, I mean, there's definitely some training involved. Mostly when you feel that the cost of the mistake here is very high and you are like a couple of steps away from clarifying the situation, this suggests that you want to spend some time. Yeah, but I know it's very easy to say.
Exactly.
And I've seen it like so many times in practice, especially club level players that are playing very quickly. And I'm playing against them and I'm thinking, this is wrong. Yeah, you should be thinking in this moment. And I'm thinking, maybe this is an opportunity for me.
So the coach inside you starts.
Yeah, the coach inside is like this. Like this. Perfect. All right, anyway. So, wait, Bishop G5 was played. Your move. Yeah, wow, look at that. You're good. Well, you're good. Bishop G5. Been in the knight with some Queen E2, and Queen D7 has responded.
But this was a very quick reply.
Was it?
I think so.
How much time did he spend? Yeah, I don't have the time
here, but I mean, I think it was like maximum 2 minutes.
Well, what did we just discuss?
Exactly.
I feel so. It could be related, yeah.
Because now I think I have enough time to get to safety.
I mean, Queen D7 does make sense. You walk away from the pin.
Yes.
So you need this knight, but and you cannot take on F6 because I'm going to take on C3 and take on E2. So there is some logic. Maybe Black just felt that he has no other moves anyway here.
But now if I go either Queen D2 or maybe even Queen F4.
Yeah, but now you need to watch out a bit. Like, what if I can't play knight E4? There's going to be intermezzo check.
Yeah. I have some.
Still very precise calculation is necessary.
Yeah.
Probably like this. No, I think that Wagner is feeling pretty safe. Like, I think that he's also like, we discussed this about Kozakowski's game. Is he happy? Is he not happy? I think he's happy. Like, he got a piece for 2 pawns and he knows he's not in trouble. He definitely, I think he knows it. He definitely recognizes there's a counterplay and he's going to spend some time. Well, he's going to spend some time. We're going to move on. So, board number 3. Because I see my fellow countryman.
So you're again happy too.
I'm very happy to check how Nikita is doing. I would love to see the video feed. Actually, I met with Nikita a couple of days ago.
Mm-hmm.
We had like a team meeting. We are organizing these. It's a new thing, like meeting between the federation and then national team.
Okay. So
talk about things, etc., so that we are on the same page. What's happening? This was a couple of days ago, and and then I learned that he's going piano. Okay. I saw him also today. Nikita has had a pretty rough period before the summer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I remember him being a lot higher rated.
Yeah, he was like 25, 80,
Yeah.
85. And then something happened. I don't know, like he had I think a bad string of results.
Mm-hmm.
And lately he's recovering. Like he played a couple of decent tournaments. I think his rating dropped like 25-20 even, like very close. And now he's like gaining the momentum, feeling much better. And his opponent is Pius Grybkauskas.
That's a young player from Lithuania.
I think he is a young player. Yeah, I saw a youngster.
You can check his birth year.
Right.
2010. So he is 15.
15.
Do we consider?
That's a nightmare pairing.
Exactly.
That's a night. You know, I gotta tell you this. Every chess professional, I'm speaking for myself, but I think I can speak for everyone. You go to open tournament, you have a choice. You want to play a young guy, 14, 15, or like 50 plus.
Yep.
You want to play 50 plus.
For sure.
Because you already know what to expect.
Yeah.
That's the problem with kids. You never know. Yeah, you never know.
And I've actually, like, one of the last tournaments that I played, I think I was playing 9 rounds, and I think I had one opponent who was born earlier than 2010. It was not fun.
Oh, everybody else was older.
No, everyone else was younger. Earlier than 2010.
Right.
So then I realized I'm also becoming the person who's
This reminds me,
of the kids.
This was, I believe, in USA, in Charlotte. They would even organize tournaments, no kids allowed.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really so hard. I mean, jokes aside, yeah, kids are getting really good. And why we're talking about kids, let's say 50 plus, because kids very often at this stage, they're growing very quickly. Especially 14, 15, 16. I remember clearly this myself. When I was at that age, 1 year, like plus 200 ELO.
Yeah.
And it's not even official. Like, it's just the understanding increases immensely. So, but anyway, I mean, Nikita, I know Nikita really well. He's my former student and a colleague in the national team for many, many years. So he's like, okay, all right, I'm gonna GM, so I should be able to figure it out.
So you think he's confident in?
Yeah, he's definitely confident. Yeah. So also, what I really like, I have talked a bit with Nikita about the philosophy. How do you approach games against underdogs? I really like what he said. He doesn't really treat, for example, the draws against much lower rated opponents as a nightmare. Or he plays with white. Let's say he's a significant ELO favorite, he doesn't win, and then I know that many chess professionals, they're thinking like this, that it's a big tragedy basically. It's a big loss.
Yeah.
So for him, it's like, no, it's okay. Like, it's just one game, everything can happen. So in the long run, you play well, the results are going to show.
I think this is a very healthy approach. Yeah.
Yeah, very healthy. Yeah, I agree. All right, let's go from the beginning. The Catalan. You play the Catalan?
Yes.
A lot.
Very happy to see that. Yes.
Okay. That's a pretty weird move order, no?
Yes, exactly. First from white that he decided to go g3 first, and then just going knight f3 anyway. Then also the knight d2 move is not the main.
Yeah, I don't really know what's the reason, but since I used to be a lifelong Queen's Indian defense player, I was playing a lot of b6.
Yeah.
And now I don't play it anymore. I'm so tired of the Queen's Indian defense. I just don't want to see it ever again in my life. And that's why some people play g3 to avoid the Queen's Indian. So they're like, I'm going to play the Catalan anyway, and maybe black does play the Queen's Indian. I'm just going to make sure that your Queen's Indian, it doesn't work. But this is where it gets really interesting, is you close some doors and you open new ones. And then it really depends on the skill of the player. Try to find those minuses of your position and then use it. And by the way, one of the minuses of this position is the move c5.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking.
Right.
Also, why I've been thinking that, okay, maybe I could go g3, but those Benoni positions.
And this is not ideal.
Exactly.
Yeah. Not the perfect Benoni. Like, you can play it, but black is like pretty happy. Yeah. So bishop b4, d5. I think the point here is that d takes on c4 would be a terrible mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Bishop is falling, so this d takes on c4 is an idea.
Yep.
But what do you play, Margaret, yourself? I mean, maybe I'm fast forwarding a bit too much. So you're a knight f3 player?
Yeah, knight f3 earlier. Yeah. And now I would go knight d2.
Knight d2. So you like two bishops?
My bishops.
That's good. All right. Knight d2, bishop g2. b6 should castle bishop b7. a3. Yeah, this feels perfectly reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
And now we transpose to some Queen's Indian-like positions.
Yeah.
But I am not sure about this move b4. Like, this is what was played.
Mm-hmm.
b4, bishop b2, and queen b3.
So he probably played b4 to try to not let black go c5, I assume.
Maybe he wants to do this. e3, rook c1, a4, b5, bishop a3, knight e5. And it's actually a pretty decent idea. But, you know, I'm looking at this. Maybe black suddenly will have some knight g4 ideas. Like, is there going to be some knight g4? I tried to find some bishop a6 and knight g4, but there's b5, yeah, so it doesn't work. Yeah, but knight g4 now is ridiculous. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah. You know, I was looking at this position and I thought that the knight on d2 doesn't do much, so why don't you reroute it?
Yep.
Like knight b1, knight c3, bishop b4, rook c1. Okay, you have spent a couple of tempis, but at least that's the position I can relate to.
Yeah, I was actually thinking the same thing, because I think it's quite a common idea in some Boko Indians.
Yeah.
You go back to b1, then to c3.
And yet b4. Okay, it's probably...
But look at the times. He thought quite a lot.
Oh,
so
wow.
Probably this was his idea on the board.
34 minutes. 34 minutes.
For the first 12 minutes. But you know, this can be from the weaker opponent's side. You're overthinking a little bit. You're playing with the Grandmaster, a lot higher rated. Playing with white, you're like, maybe I have some chance if I play really, really well, but then you're overthinking.
Yeah, I don't really know anything about the player with white.
Yeah.
But the time spent suggests that he could have done better, I think. Like, this is move 12. 1 hour is gone.
Yeah.
And refresh the memory of you, the viewers. It's only 90 minutes for the entire game, plus 30 seconds. So there's no second time control. Why? Because there's like double rounds. You can't have it.
Playing 11 hours a day would be a little bit too much.
We have done it. We have done it, but it's not really good to your health, really. But
yeah.
Okay, and I'm seeing the tabulation bar. It says it's about balanced.
Yeah, I mean, I think it also maybe makes sense, because it's not like white has done anything like terrible. So.
Yeah, this actually begs the question: Why not this idea e3 b5 f4? Maybe it doesn't work. Like, okay, I'm not sure about the e3. Can I play b5? Like, what's your idea? I want to go here and here. So I'm gonna show you my dream position. So let's say black this. Like, it's completely cuckoo, yeah? and then some knight e5. And I was thinking, even here, these positions, mostly they're dream for white.
Yeah.
So this is like the absolutely best position you can get with white. Why I'm saying this, it's one pawn island, everything is protected, and these are kind of weaknesses.
Yeah.
The bishop on c6 is pretty bad, but you're probably, your argument, Margaret, is going to be, I mean, black doesn't really have to do all of
That's
this.
a good point, yes. I would be surprised if Nikita thought that.
Yeah, and rook c1.
Okay. So he's definitely preparing to
Some ideas.
work.
Yeah. But wait, what about knight g4 now? Wait. What about the pawn here?
Okay.
Do you
So
take
if
it?
I have to take, I think I'm not going to go back.
Out of principle.
Yes. Oh, yes, what if I go there?
And this position, if black takes, I assume black is white is alright.
Yeah.
Maybe even some ideas here.
Checkmate?
Yeah, some e6 ideas. That could be a weakness on
Yeah.
e4.
I think the e4 can maybe become more of a weakness compared to my e5.
Right. And the knight is under attack. I know there's no time for funny business. I mean, you could go back, but I think white's position is becoming really good.
No, the move.
Okay, so maybe knight g4 is not a move, at least immediately.
Yeah.
But I know how Nikita plays. And he is a big fan of some side pawn pushes very early. I wouldn't be surprised if you play something like h5. Yeah.
The modern way, yeah.
The modern way, like you want to take maybe on d2 and play h4 just to generate some targets. So let's say white plays b5. Yeah, I'm not sure I want to take it, but just to illustrate the point. Let's say you play a4. I'm taking.
Are you sure it
No, I'm not sure.
benefited you?
I'm not sure at all. Like
I'm thinking maybe I will go like, I don't know, bishop f3, king g2, and maybe my h file is
That's
more valuable.
a very annoying valid point. I gotta say. I don't know. Yeah, but this h5 h4 idea is often ways how white tries to start some things. But what else do you do? I mean, alternatively, you have some c5 ideas playing where white plays, but does it work? Like, I was thinking about this. Like, can I do this?
Because the first idea, it sounds like it just looks a bit weird that you want to open the white's black square bishop. That was
You know, there's some concrete ideas.
issues.
Yeah. Yeah, but probably I don't think he's gonna go here because he's already down a piece.
Yeah.
And only he's the best case scenario he's gonna win the piece back on b2.
Yeah.
But this c5 idea going for some IQP, it could be something he could do, but how do you do it? Not very clear.
Yeah, but what if I will go a6. I'll play slow.
Yeah, a6, by the way, is a very common Nimzo move. You stop b5.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go a4. And now the b5 is a move. Sometimes black even does this.
Yeah.
In similar positions. So the idea is if you play b5, only play c5. And you're gonna take on c6 and passant. But I mean, it does look weird. I think that Nikita used to play this from white. Now that I'm thinking, he used to play the Catalan, and maybe even we played some games.
Okay.
Like he's aware of this plan, of this a6, e6, b5. So I think it's very logical. Like a6, it doesn't really come alone.
Yeah.
You play a6, you want to figure out what you do here. Maybe
But
you
what
play
if I
b5.
go, immediately?
Maybe immediately.
Because now maybe my knight is faster if we're talking about the at some point knight d7, knight b6 if I need to go to c4.
That's a nice idea.
Now your queen is on b3, so it's blocking your knight.
Okay, and if we're being concrete, takes. I will be a bit concerned about the pawn. Maybe I can sacrifice it, maybe I can't.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know, can I force things? Like, I want to put the knight? What is this position? Both sides have their minuses, like probably some bishop d5. This is a weakness, and the c6 is a weakness. No, but black should be okay. Like after bishop d6. Like queen c3. Everything is protected. And then you can play your h5, h4.
Knight c6 is kind of empty move.
I don't know. Maybe. Okay. I think we have figured it out. So, I like this. Maybe even he can play even b5 immediately. But that's why he's spending here some time. Yeah, so I don't think for Nikita it's also super obvious here. You gotta play a6 b5, or you gotta play h5 h4, and he feels like this is a pretty big moment. So he's gonna spend some time while he's thinking. We're gonna move on.
Yep.
We're gonna check more games. Board number 4, Toivo Keinonen, one of the top Finnish players. Surprisingly, not yet a grandmaster.
Yeah, I had this conversation with quite a few people actually recently.
So what's the answer?
There is no, I don't know. Because also like his blitz rating, his rapid, he's amazing as a blitz player. I think he's like close to world top 100 or something in blitz.
I can definitely confirm this. Because I had the opportunity to be the victim of his blitz skills. And this was 3 years ago. So Finland organizes this annual Finnish Blitz Team Championships. Amazing event. There's like 200 teams, maybe slightly less. 4 players in a team. Huge, gigantic hall, like 8 groups, playing round robin blitz, 2 days. So it's like every single chess fan in Finland comes together for the weekend. Me mostly it's beer and sausages. But anyway, they just really love the atmosphere and play some blitz. And why I'm saying this, so I was playing there a couple of years ago, and Toivo destroyed everybody.
Yeah.
Like, I think I'm pretty good in blitz, right? Pretty good. I also was top 100 at some point. And he scored in the final 100%.
Yeah.
Against 22 people. And I also know that online he's really good. His like blitz rating is like 3,000, maybe even higher. So that's why every single time, Margaret, I'm looking at Toivo. Where's the GM Toivo? It's time to get it. So what about now?
Yeah. Sometimes you think, is it like just not there by accident? Like maybe it's just not refreshed. I don't know.
Maybe no 3 norms. Yeah.
Yeah, because he definitely has rating, right?
Yeah, I think his actual rating was like 2550 even.
Yeah.
So definitely the rating shouldn't be a problem. And by the way, looking at the clock situation, it just confirms that he is a speed demon. 1 hour and 6 versus 33. So he is one of those players who is playing very quickly. I think that most of the professionals, they can like divide into groups. I want to get in the rhythm, I want to spend some time, no risks. And there's the other guys, like, I want to play as quick as possible.
Want to be done with it, yeah.
Right. By the way, recently I watched an interview of Nepomniachtchi. So Jan Nepomniachtchi, one of the world's leading players. Do you know what he said, why he's so fast?
I've maybe heard of it, like that he plays worse or when he thinks. Or...
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. But if I understood correctly, is one of the first coaches, or maybe the very first coach, taught him that when you start the classical game, imagine you have 1 hour less on the clock.
Oh.
So you just play faster.
Okay. What is the benefit?
Play faster? I don't know. like that's why he's playing so fast. Okay. He's like mentally already 1 hour behind on the clock. Is this true, or he was just trolling? I don't know. Yeah. Weird.
Yeah, I've definitely heard some players who just say that like they play fast because otherwise they will start overthinking. They're going with the approach that the first intuition is always correct.
Right.
That's why they play fast.
Yeah, I'm probably the other guy. Like, I could never ever force myself to play too quickly.
I agree with you.
You're also like
yeah.
like to spend some time. Yeah. What can we do? Okay. So, Toivo's opponent is Patrick Picha. Hope I pronounced his name correctly. If I did not, I apologize. All right. So, Neo-Catalan.
Now we got.
Do you play it yourself?
I mean, now we got to the position.
No, but do you play like C4 G3?
I can play around with it. Like, I've looked different move orders if I want to maybe trick some opponents, but
yeah,
it has some minuses. Like, if Black goes D4 earlier, then you have to know more. But
yeah, I do believe Black's most principal approach is to play D4 anyway. Okay, so this feels like more or less classical Catalan. Black has done nothing wrong. So castle, B6, E4, straight E4. Why not? Takes. Also, I think one of the big ideas why Black has to take with E4. Sometimes Black includes Bishop B7 and says, you know, it's not a big deal, I'm going to play C5. But practice has proven these positions to be kind of dangerous. Like, you build some sort of a king's in an attack. You know, and my blessing and my curse, Margaret, is I always find kings in an attack in every single opening. Even here. Yeah, like, with a pawn on E5, with a pawn on H4, somehow white always gets this attack.
Yep. I think the computer says it's equal, but like, as a person to play it, I also like doing it with white, so that's why I'm okay. It's good.
Yeah, this is kind of standard. Wait, but Black is supposed to play C5 somewhere. No, but this is wrong. I think now Black is just worse. So the way I understand it, the way I understand it, when Black takes on E4, he always meets it with Knight of 6 and C5.
Yep.
So why didn't it happen? It's probably some smart move order. Maybe Queen C8 with C5. So he played Knight F6. Now C5 cannot be taken.
Yeah.
And Queen C8 is going to be C5 anyway. I have to confess, I don't know this line. Do you?
Yeah, like, I know the similar ones, but this exact move order is a bit
mystery.
Yeah.
Okay. So Bishop F4, Bishop D6, C5. I mean, for white, these are very easy moves. And that's why, of course, Toivo is not really spending any time. So white is just, okay, this already means that this is bad news. A4.
But wait, why did he go Rook D2?
I don't know. I think that he was prepping some future king set attack. And maybe the rook is like one step closer to double the rooks. Also, the point is that Black cannot easily get rid of the knight. For example, you play Knight E7. I could go, okay, maybe here. I could go here. And if you take it, play Rook D8. Now I plant a rook. Exactly. So this looks really bad. And if you play like f6, now this pawn becomes weakness.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of the problem. You cannot solve the problem of this knight, and I'm not sure I like this move b5 as well. Like,
I think he was just thinking about concrete issues. Maybe he was scared of his.
I think he had to take it. Since white cannot take with a pawn. Queen takes and
I sacrifice it, I guess.
Yeah, the pawn is dropping most likely. Yeah.
Oh, it looks bad.
Looks bad, yeah. It's very good to suggest something good in bad positions.
Yeah. That's why maybe it's that in the one that we were discussing where black allows white to go e5, maybe that's why that one is the main move. Because here for all the changes. Because it already looks good for white.
Right.
If you can't make c5 happen.
You mean here, yeah?
Yeah. Because I think bishop b7 is like the kind of the main move. Oh, it is already bad.
No, I mean, engine doesn't really like it. It's just a bad line.
Yeah.
It's just a bad line. Maybe you're right. Maybe here after e4, or bishop b7. Yeah. Anyway, I don't really know this line so well, but he tried to fix the problem of the bishop. A5, bishop b4, and bishop a6, and he got a4. So b4 relinquishes the control to c4 square.
Yeah.
Knight e5 was played. Bishop takes. And white is just
that bishop.
Rolling forward. Oh, yeah, the bishop is really bad.
So the only hope is that maybe with f6 I can take something away, but white's move, yeah.
So black is literally hoping, yeah, as you said, that with f6 he's going to get the pawn on c6. Unfortunately for him, we already see the valuation bar. And the valuation bar says, uh-oh, black's in big trouble. I think I can play queen c5 here.
Yeah.
f6? No.
But then you take the...
Can I play knight a7? Oh, I would want to play knight g6 and some check on h4, but there's no knight.
Yeah.
No rook. Okay, knight d7. Bishop c6. I just take on c6, take, and the rook is... Okay. Okay. And if you go here, then this is never going to work. Yeah, not really that difficult. So queen c5.
And if you can't go f6, maybe I'll go rook d8.
And then play f6. But then at least I can take on b5.
Yeah.
Maybe they're still alive.
That's the first goal. You just try to stay alive, I think.
So that's why Kanan is thinking, like, if I play queen c5, what about rook d8? But I mean, by the way, why queen c5? I could play queen e3 as well. Literally the same idea.
Yeah. Yep.
And then after rook d8, maybe I haven't pinned my queen, and I could make some rook c5.
5-6.
Now I take it. There's going to be a checkmate.
Yep.
Double check. Anyway, yeah, black is in big trouble. Kanan, it looks really good to take down the round number 1 game. We're going to move on. And we are going to move on to the board number 5, where Tomas Laurušas, one of the leading Lithuanian grandmaster, is playing against his compatriot, Ignas Milius.
And that's maybe a young person as well, yeah?
Okay, so I don't really know if they know each other, but I can definitely tell you this, Margaret. This has happened so many times. Like, we are a huge group of players, and we go to some international tournament, and we play against each other.
Yep.
Every round. Like Pardubice, the Czech Open. We used to go a huge delegation, Latin players, to Pardubice. And then every single round we play against each other. It's so annoying.
I know. I know.
It's so annoying. Like you go to a different, very far country just to play with somebody else. You get your guys anyway. Okay, maybe this is not the case because Ignas, I don't know, he's a youngster, yeah?
He was born in 2008.
2008, so he's a youngster,
yeah.
So still for him it's a chance to meet a grandmaster, but okay. What do we see here? Doesn't look very clear to me. I think I would be a bit concerned if I was Laurusas. Like, I'm seeing all kinds of easy tactics.
Yeah.
I'm seeing knight f5, knight e6. I'm seeing something here. Okay, so black does have two extra pawns at the queen side, but what does it matter? You're underdeveloped.
Yeah.
And that's why Laurusas has spent almost more than, no, not almost, but almost 1 hour. We're definitely going to roll back and understand what went here. But, I mean, the bar says that black has like a large advantage.
Yeah,
it's not super obvious to me immediately.
Yeah, and that bishop e4 was
a mistake.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Queen's Indian.
Yep, we got your Queen's Indian, sorry.
No, it's okay. c5. That's a system I never played myself for black for some reason. This is also, I think, a reasonable idea against low-rated opponents who really like double pawns. Like takes. You might think that white is doing really great. That's a weakness, but black plays here, sometimes a5, not a6, and the pawn takes away a very critical c3 square. And the very common mistake here for white in these positions, if the knight gonna go to c3, you go to d2, and then at some point, again, this is purely hypothetical, pardon me, I'm blundering pawns left and right. I just wanted to show the idea. This is what black wants. So he wants to make your bishop look bad. You play d5, I play a5, knight a6, knight c5. I dominate the dark squares. And your bishop on g2 is pretty bad. So there's like, obviously, much more accurate way to play it out. But that's essentially the idea of this c5. Oh, d5.
I think it's a common idea, yeah? Even if you didn't know it, you try to make it work.
Yeah, and I think Laurusas probably was not very happy to see this. Like, it's a very principled way to play against all kinds of c5 ideas.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm so bad with arrows. So, d5 takes. I mean, originally this idea of d5, it comes here. The old Ologayevsky idea.
Yep.
d5 takes and knight h4. I think it actually started with knight e4, and what was the history I really don't remember. And I think it was Pologievsky who later would switch to knight h4 and played some memorable games, and Kasparov played this line, etc. So that was way back like 70s, 80s. So it looks very similar.
Yeah.
Same idea, same pattern, except the pawn is here on b4 and e4.
Okay, so it was definitely a sacrifice. He was not afraid of being...
I like it. Looks really nice.
It's kind of admirable to play like this against a strong grandmaster.
And it's very annoying for a strong grandmaster. I can tell you this. Like, I think that when a strong grandmaster is playing the very first round, he's like, I hope the guy's going to be passive, nervous, etc. And you already have to work in the very first round very seriously. I don't think that Thomas was feeling here very comfortable at all. But he's a very strong player, of course.
Yeah.
So
I think he was around 2,600 2 months ago. So
yeah, very, very close. And there's another pawn sacrifice. And bishop e4 is a mistake. But it's a very human move. So this is what happened. Apparently, white made two mistakes. Like e4, a very normal gambit. Knight e2. Rook e1, sacrificing the pawn on b2, going for the activity. And according to our dearest Silicon Beast, it says all of this is ridiculous. But if you'd ask this question to Laurushes, I don't think he thinks this is ridiculous at all. Yeah. Let me just maybe illustrate some ideas. So, you want to play knight f5. Gotta be g6.
G6, yeah.
And what about knight f5 anyway? And this is when you start to feel very uncomfortable.
Very scared, yes.
Yeah, so takes and takes. Ooh, what are these pieces doing here?
At least I have queen g7 if I need at some point, so I'm not getting checkmated.
That's good. So if I go here, let me just illustrate some... it doesn't work. I wanted to take it, give a check, and play this. But I forgot about the rook.
Kind of is important.
Yeah. But even after knight a6, like, I could go here. Huh? We just showed this like equal already. I could go here. Watch out. I could go king g2. That's a mate. I could go here.
No, you don't want to take the queen, yeah? Exactly.
It's very difficult here for Laurushes. You know, I think that he's nervous. He's very, very nervous here because, yeah, you start to see a lot of ghosts. And this is also the kind of positions where you just can't guess. You have to calculate. So I think that finish the development as quickly as possible. Yeah, like knight a6 and pray there's no checkmate. That will be my first thought process. Yeah. Like knight a6, knight c5. Yeah, engine already says it's a mistake, but I think it's a very human mistake. And now again, can I make some sacrifices? Queen h5, maybe a bit too much.
Yeah.
Where's my checkmate?
Yeah, but what if you just go knight f5 and
5? Oh, with knight e7 and bishop h7. Yeah. That's nice. Let's just put it on the board. Check here and takes. I choose white.
Computer says it's equal, but
yeah, computer is ridiculous, completely ridiculous here. Okay, so this looks really scary. Knight e6, by the way, is also a massive threat. The bishop is like really badly positioned. So maybe you just play queen f6. I give you a check anyway. You could have taken it.
Yep. Now I take and
there's queen h6.
Yes.
You are right. Yeah, I suppose it's not really a big surprise that black somehow is holding on, but that's the game we want to keep an eye on.
Yeah, for sure.
And okay, according to an engine, like white made some mistakes, and he could have done something else. I suppose knight e2. By the way, we have a move.
Yeah, queen f6 immediately.
He went queen f6. Looks reasonable.
Yeah, because now maybe knight f5 doesn't really actually threaten anything. I mean, little bit the same idea. Maybe at some point make 97 work, but
I think Laurusas realizes that the quality of the next moves is very,
Yeah.
very important here. So Queen f6 is like the safe move, just in case you're not blundering some checkmate. I think he even wouldn't mind to give up the pawn on b4. At some point, you just take
Yeah.
it. Let me just finish my development, play knight a6, knight c5, g6, etc. And we could be seeing some surprise here, even though Laurusas just made a very safe move.
Yeah.
So maybe he has figured things out. But I don't think he was feeling comfortable for a single second there.
Yeah, because he was also spending quite a lot of time, right?
Yeah. And, ultimately, maybe it's also a good thing, because when you are playing in an open tournament and you get an easy victory in the very first round, and you're like still cold.
Yeah.
You're like, it's like, so that's usually the feeling for me I have. Like, I play a quick game, 17 more victory, like the previous Olympian. Yay, 17 more victory. Well, fantastic. But I didn't get in the rhythm at all. And then I got like completely destroyed in the next couple of games. So that's why sometimes you're like, okay, I have this very tense game, but at least I'm going to be 100% in.
Because I think already in the second round here, they're going to get some 2300 rated opponents, maybe.
Yeah. How many participants there total in a tournament?
In total, there are 151, I think. But in a tournament, let me check. It's 43 boards, so 86 people.
86. Okay. And how many Grandmasters do we have?
I think it was 8, but
8.
Let me check. Because, yes, again, you think that Toivo would be a GM, but he's just so high rated.
Yeah, it's like Estonians really love, not Estonians, but Grandmasters really love Estonia. And it's like every single time one of the really great organizers of Estonian tournaments, Urmas, he's like inviting me.
Yep.
Come, Arturs, play in my tournament. There's going to be you're going to be one of the favorites, and there's only a couple of Grandmasters. We're like, okay, sure, Urmas, I'm going to come.
Yep.
And there's like 20 Grandmasters.
Yep.
Every single come on. Everybody loves the setting here in Estonia.
Yeah.
All right.
So 8 Grandmasters.
8 Grandmasters, not 20. I understand. All right. Okay. So we continue, I suppose.
Yep.
Right. Board number 6.
So we finally have an Estonian, right?
Right. So things are not really looking good for the Estonian. Oh wait, she is your
my
team member.
Yes.
Right. Sofia Blochen.
So she's born in 2006, so not a complete youngster, but still a relatively young player. And she was part of the last Olympiad. And we will also go to the European teams together in October.
Oh, that's in, where is it?
In Georgia.
Georgia.
Yeah.
I wanted to say, no, I don't think so. I wanted to say Linares, but Linares was wall teams. I think so. Okay. I'm somehow involved, so
I'm sure we're going to Georgia.
You're going to Georgia. I'm sure you know where you're going. All right. Okay, what is this position? So Sofia has one extra pawn, by the way.
Yeah.
But the position doesn't really spell a lot of optimism.
That looks scary.
Very squeezed. By the way, the last couple of moves.
Was Queen f5 taking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like f5, g4. Oh, White is just enjoying all the fun. So this was a pawn sacrifice.
Yeah, but some very concrete issues.
Like 95 or even 96.
96 again.
So what can really win a queen? The question is, does the Grandmaster Hagen Butch? He wants to win a queen. Actually, I don't I have to confess, I don't really know a lot about him. I remember he used to be a regular in Online Blitz. And this was, I think, in the days of Blitches.
Okay.
Like Play Chess, this was the server of ChessBase. And probably some of you are watching, what's Play Chess? Yeah, I'm talking about even the times of ICC, etc. And anyway, I mean, at the time, there were two very big servers. That was the ICC and that was Play Chess. That was around 2005, 6, etc. I was not a professional myself. I was an IM. I was playing a bit. Anyway, why I'm saying this, I remember Hagen was there.
Okay.
Like he was always a very high-rated player.
Mm-hmm.
Unless I'm misremembering things, I think he was very good at this. And after that, yeah, I don't know what he's been up to.
This is the first time he's playing in Estonia, I think.
Also,
so,
yeah?
Yeah, so...
So it's like Bogner,
Yeah.
Poch, also maybe some other countries playing for the first time.
Countries. I think we have like even Vietnam this year
Vietnam. Wow.
first time, yes. And then I'm actually not sure if there are some new countries. I'm sure there should be, but definitely a lot of like foreign players and a lot of players who are playing for the first time, even from the top players.
Yeah.
I think that maybe only Jakubowski from the next board.
Oh, Jakubowski is my teammate. I should meet him actually. I saw him, but I didn't have a chance to meet him. Yeah, we were playing in the same team in Germany.
Oh, okay.
German Bundesliga.
Yeah.
Very nice guy.
Yeah.
All right.
The top players are here for the first time.
Right.
Nice.
Right. Actually, I'm thinking, have I ever played myself in the Keres Memorial?
Well, there's the Rapid Memorial.
Yeah, in the Rapid, I
January.
have definitely played in January.
Yeah.
In Tallinn, in the
But this
Viru
is a-
Hotel.
yeah,
I have
different-
played a couple of times and it was always a disaster. I would remember every single year in January I go to Tallinn and it's always a disaster. Why is that?
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. It's just, I don't know. Like, yeah, maybe
If
this...
it's Tallinn in general, or Tallinn has good memories
I
for
don't
you?
know. No, I like Tallinn. I really do. But somehow... Yeah, I'm not playing well in Tallinn. Actually, not a single tournament I played well in Tallinn. Somehow, I don't know. But in Pärnu, where we are streaming from right now, in the zonal tournaments, I think I had some moderate success, like top 3 maybe. I did not win,
Yeah.
but top 3. All right. Anyway,
Go back to the game.
yeah, let's go back. So here, knight h5 is played.
Oh. So he didn't want the queen immediately.
Right. Yeah, I mean, the fork is on d7 anyway, so the
So
queen
you're
has
getting
to
the queen in.
guard it. The bishop on g7 protects the king, so it enables all kinds of ideas with rook g2. What happened in the opening? So I'm just gonna very quickly. Oh, yeah. Very unusual.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is like very nice weapon for grandmasters for first rounds.
Yep.
Like play some offbeat systems that don't really promise any advantage, but you get an easy game.
This
And-
already looks good for white,
Yeah,
right?
looks
You get the
fantastic.
center, you get the...
Yeah, so here I think Blockhin just didn't know
Yeah.
what to do against it. So it was really a great call by the German grandmaster. Yeah, no, I just got the center. H3, F4, E5,
Yeah.
and
Crazy.
E8, and yeah. Okay, D5, yeah,
Mm.
was not great. But white already hold a very significant advantage, and after that it was...
Yeah, black doesn't have too much counterplay inside, right?
Very nice play. So what happens if you play queen g6? Knight e7, I suppose. With some issues. Okay, if I play queen c8,
I was thinking maybe even try to make like e6 work.
yeah, I also saw it. Yeah, e6, queen g4, disconnect the queen. Oh, and it just even works. Okay.
Nice.
Okay, then black is toast. I mean, like, this is a common joke. I'm usually saying, if I'm seeing a position for the first time, and there's a very good opponent playing, it's like, if I spotted this without very deep analysis,
Yep.
and you spotted this like in 10 seconds, So this already suggests white already sees this.
Yeah.
Right? So he's been thinking about this position already for quite
Sure.
some time.
Yeah.
And after knight e6, queen g4.
Yep.
Looks very good for Poch, not so good for Sofia.
Mm-hmm.
So she's gonna have to check the opening.
Yep.
And we are gonna maybe let me check very quickly if I have some updates. Just so that we have an update. Maybe we're not gonna scroll forward, but go back a bit and see what is the current situation in previous games that we checked.
Let's do that.
All right.
Yep.
And then we're gonna make a short break, come back, and
they're in time trouble.
I'm gonna get some coffee. I forgot to take coffee actually. All right. So let's start with board number 1. Board number 1. This is a bit wrong. Board number 1. Okay. This is there's a couple of moves.
Okay.
Something has gone terribly wrong for white.
Yeah. Valeri managed to make that happen.
And he did not play d5.
Another mission.
Yeah, he first started with knight e7. Very interesting. So bishop g5. That's a weird move. b5. Very nice. A takes queen b6. Now the king is in trouble. Oh no, this is wrong. No, this is wrong. Yeah, Kristaps just played this terrible move. He just jumps under d5.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't feel right. Also weak as the c4 square. Like he gains control of the c5 square, but he just gives away so much.
Yeah. Maybe he was scared of some like knight c5 jumps or something.
Yeah, but this is so much worse.
Yeah, this is worse. Yeah.
This is so much worse. Like now the pawn is under attack, and there you go, d5. Yeah, with all the best version. Black got what he wanted. Bishop takes to b4. I mean, naturally the game still continues, and there's still a chance that White's gonna somehow turn around. But I think that Kazakowski got what he wanted. But by the way, let's not again underestimate Krustkans, because he is pretty good in these sharp positions, and his rating can be very tricky. He's like 2098, but he was over 2300.
This is an FM, right?
Yeah, so he's like very good in these sharp positions. But also, I think the problem for him is that he's one of those players who likes to make those quick moves in very complicated positions. Yeah, I remember this because I played against him recently. So good news for Kazakowski. Looks really good. Kazakowski is well on his way, so it seems, to score a victory. Might be still a sharp game. Let's go for the second game.
This was the piece up, but some counterplay.
Right.
Right.
There's still piece up, but there's no counterplay.
Yeah.
So as they paraphrasing the quote of Anish Giri, White has the pawn and the compensation for it. We would say White has the piece and the compensation for it. Yeah,
yeah.
so
maybe the checkmate for it as well.
Maybe the checkmate as well. Yeah, there's knight g5, queen g7. And we left it... Let me try to find it. Actually, not so many moves can be made.
Yeah. Queen d7, I think, was the last one. And
queen d7, yeah. Queen c2.
Okay, so g6.
Oh,
so...
he just gave up the pawn. But maybe he had no choice because White's got a castle.
Yeah, and if he castles, then... Yeah, Black's king is weak anyways.
All right. I think this is where Sebastian can say Auf Wiedersehen. And his opponent, Oswald, is going to perfectly understand what does it mean, because both of them are most likely German speaking, and knight g5, queen h7, it spells Auf Wiedersehen, really. I mean, there's nothing to be done, and Bogdanov has 42 minutes, he's
all the
got
time he
this.
need. Yeah.
He's got this. Yeah, like, there's no tricks on E2. Everything is protected. It might seem sharp, but White has the piece and the attack as well. So he's gonna win it. Okay. Board number 3. Pijus Grybkauskas against Nikita Meshkov.
Nikita didn't go for our plan, or
No.
the plan we discussed. Go b5 with black.
All right. What do we have here? What do we have here? Oh, I just noticed, by the way. My stream title is a bit wrong. Strange. Yeah, I just noticed. We have a... nobody said it, dear viewers. Why are you there? You could have said, I have a wrong stream title. I'm going to update it. Actually, it's weird because I'm using this third-party software that sends the signal to Twitch and YouTube.
Okay.
But something was wrong.
Oh.
And it just reverted to some old settings.
Okay.
Whatever. This is a coverage from Paul Keres Memorial in Pärnu, Estonia. I'm gonna fix it. Yeah, I saw there's like a wrong title. I just really realized, and nobody's saying a word. And there's a question in the chat. Do these guys read the chat? I read the chat. And Margaret reads the chat. Okay.
Okay, so instead of going b5, Nikita kind of provoked White to go b5, yeah?
Yeah. He played himself a5 and a4,
was...
making a weakness, so make sure that White cannot trade the bishops. Perfectly logical. Bishop d6 and queen e8.
Yeah, I actually really like what he...
Keeping many pieces on the board. So, also, yeah, knight x on e4, knight x on e4. I think that Nikita is very good at keeping the tension. Like, only one piece has been traded, only one pawn. He has a chance to go for the kingstead attack. The position is pretty unbalanced.
Yeah.
So it's looking good. Here, by the way, the bar suggests that black should have went for d takes with e4. I don't think it's such a big difference because this also enables some f6, queen h5 ideas, f6, maybe h5, h4 ideas. So White could put the knight on c6. We had a discussion about this earlier.
Yeah.
It's a pretty knight, but that's all.
Doing?
But what's it doing there? Yeah, so exactly. You cannot get to the pawn on d5, and maybe I could just play f6, queen g6, rook e8, h5, h4.
Then if I really need to, my bishop can come from c8.
Exactly. Yeah, so I could sacrifice the pawn to a4 if I have to. So this means that White's in a bit trouble here. That's why he tries to change the course of the game. But you know what we are gonna do? We are gonna go for our very first break, and I will attempt to update the titles of the coverage. It says Ketty plays in Sunway Formentera. This is wrong. Like, I don't know, when was this? Like 2 or 3 years ago. when was this actually? So weird.
I would be happy if Ketty would play here, but...
Yeah, like she's very busy with some other stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know what is it. This is not Ketty, definitely. And on YouTube, it's some random... Yeah, this is some random stuff anyway. Paul Keres Memorial here is continuing the viewers. We are going to make a very short break, like 5 minutes, maybe slightly more. We are still working on the camera feed from the playing venue. In the meantime, I hope that you're enjoying the coverage, so don't go anywhere, and stay tuned. We're so back with the action from Pärnu, not from Formentera, in case somebody was watching earlier. First glitches of the very first day of the Paul Keres Memorial here in one of the most scenic cities in Estonia. I'm Grandmaster Arturs Neiksans, back once again with Women International Master Margaret Olde. So let's continue.
Yeah.
All right. I have my coffee.
Now we're all set and energized.
I'm very, very energized indeed. So, round one continues. We just made a second circle of the leading boards. We still don't have the video feed, but that's work in progress. It's, by the way, very, very nice playing venue. You know, in the worst case, if you're not gonna get a chance to show the video tomorrow, I hope we will get it. At least I'll show you the pictures so that you can feel how it looks like here in Pärnu. Like some of the pictures from the scenic Pärnu, like there's the Baltic beach, very, very close. There's very nice and expensive restaurants. I was there in one of the previous lunch, and and the playing venue here is just fantastic.
Yeah, with the playing venue, actually, we started setting it up yesterday at maybe like
Oh,
noon. Yeah,
really?
and we
Wow.
finished at 8 o'clock in the evening. So it was quite a bit of work. But
I can imagine. I can
Yeah.
imagine. Yeah. So it's really nice. It's a your typical hotel not congress
Conference.
conference room. Yeah. So really cool. Anyway, back to the action. Let's see what's going on. The last time we checked was the game of Nikita Meshkov against Pius Grabkauskas. I think we have to observe. And by the way, we have our very first result. Toivo Keinonen has defeated Patrick Picha from Czech Republic. This wrong position, misplayed Catalan. And for the Finnish fans, great news. Your favorite is going through.
definitely, probably was quite a smooth game for the first round for Toivo, right?
Yeah, but we have one another not so smooth game where we thought that things could really be different. And that's the game of Ignas Milius against Thomas Larushas. And even though, as you can see, Larushas, at least according to the engine, is doing better, we felt that the position is sharper than it seems.
Yep.
Does this still apply?
Well, looks like he has maybe stabilized a little bit. I think there's no checkmate anymore. So maybe White still has some counterplay, but he's definitely made progress. And
Huge progress. Yeah, because we saw this position right here.
Yeah.
And we were like having many ideas, like there's this idea, and there's that idea, and there's Queen H5, and you just try every single piece to your opponent. And that's why you could also understand the optimism of Ignas, a talented player from Lithuania who was not having any respect against one of the strongest grandmasters of the country. He's like, I want to beat you. And yet a couple of moves later, the grandmaster prevailed because White ran out of ideas. A3, I think these are the signals. I have no ideas on the king side. And after 8x, 9x on b4, the fallout is Black simply has 2 extra pawns.
and he got his knight out. Probably maybe he can start going with the pawns
Right.
at some point. A5,
Maybe grab a third pawn,
third pawn.
d5.
Yeah.
Whatever happened, I think Ignas should have tried something here. Okay, bishop e4 is a very human mistake, but why not knight f5? I
Yep.
think he was not happy with g6. What about
Maybe
this?
for a reason, yeah.
Oh, no, not like
Maybe
this.
you don't have good follow, I take.
No, I mean, I saw d6, but
Oh,
there's
yeah.
probably queen e4. 3 pieces for the queen is a bit too
pieces.
much.
And the knight is coming out, yeah.
Right, but there could be more. Like, you could give a check, and there's suddenly some knight g4. And there's some
Oh.
oopsie moments.
Yep.
could be very unpleasant, and the Indians start to appreciate the beauty and the strength of White's position. So I think he had to try this. The knight on h4 is not doing anything, and I'm pretty sure that LaRouche would have played it himself in a heartbeat. So most likely knight a6. And we saw some knight e7, king h8, and it would have been a different game.
Sure.
Alas, for White it didn't happen. So I think it's also safe to assume that LaRouche has figured it out. Maybe survived a mini scare. Like, was feeling definitely adrenaline at some point. But now he's very, very confident. We don't see it on the camera, but I have played against Thomas, obviously, many, many times. He is very big, always, projects a lot of confidence, a lot of strength. It's very scary to play against him, right?
That's what when I think about LaRouche, I also think that he seems like a very confident guy.
Right. Yeah, I agree completely. Okay, so LaRouche is doing really fantastic, and maybe we can observe more games.
Yep.
So we have 11 games in total. We could maybe move to the board number 7. Nikolais Platonovs, a Latvian talent.
Yep.
He's playing against Krzysztof Jakubowski, my teammate from Germany. What do we see here? Ooh. Nikolais is definitely one of the big talents we have. He is 13, 12, very, very young.
I think he played last year as well. And
yeah, very, very, very nice kid. I really like him. Yep. Super, super concentrated, etc. I did beat him in the Latvian Championships, very first round, but he got really unlucky because he fell in a trap, and I knew it. Like, there was basically no fight. And then later I would follow how Nikolais would be playing against, for example, another Grandmaster, Normons Miezes. So he was playing on equals, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, so he was really, really good. And considering his young age, I think we could expect definitely for him big things. And here we might be seeing already a surprise in the very first round.
Yeah. The first thing I look at is the rook on g6. I would really want to trap it somehow. Try to make that happen?
That's a very good question. I'm also seeing some bishop h5 stuff.
Yeah.
There's some other stuff and more stuff. All kinds of stuff. I mean, I wouldn't really go as far and announce that black is like losing as the bar would like to suggest, but somehow White's position gives me the impression that he is better coordinated.
Yep. Like,
these bishops are really doing a wonderful job doing at both sides. The pawn on h5 is under attack, so White's like playing without any risk. Krzysztof has been struggling a bit.
The bishop that just moved to a4. There were.
Yeah, I'll just very quickly check. I don't think we already have the time to check all the openings. So what was it? Some Scheveningen. How do you pronounce it? Scheveningen variation. How do you pronounce it?
I would say Scheveningen.
It's wrong.
Yeah, I figured.
I can definitely guarantee you would meet any single Dutch player. You will play you would say Scheveningen.
Yep.
You'd be like raising eyebrows. What is Scheveningen? No, I was in contact with pure Dutch players, and they taught me. I'm gonna try to say it. Scheveningen.
That sounds something Dutch, yeah.
Scheveningen. Yeah, I like, and even then they would criticize me that you have to master this for many, many years. Anyway, Scheveningen. It's on the board. Like this system of e6. It used to be pretty popular back in the 80s, but one of the main reasons why it's not so popular anymore is all kinds of Keres attack ideas with g4, g5. And since we are here at the Keres Memorial, I think it makes perfect sense. Nikolais, I'm not sure he was aware of it or not, but he did play g4. I love it. Queen d1 to protect the pawn. It's a bit slow to my taste, to be honest. I think there was some d5 already. Now there's d5. I mean, black got everything he could have wanted from the opening. White is slowly rearranging the pieces, getting very aggressive on the king side.
So he voluntarily went to the 6.
Yeah, he saw some ideas, some pins. And b4. Okay, I mean, b4 is a really weird move.
Maybe he wants to trap the bishop.
No, I mean, yeah, maybe. Like, what do you mean, b4, b5?
b4, b5, yeah.
And then what? I don't know. But I was looking at this and I thought the logic suggests that you should be doing something at the king side.
Exactly.
Yeah, like
the first
like
place
you have some f5, you have some bishop h5, and now b4.
Yeah.
So anyway, so it's been a bit crazy up and down game. Apparently, Jakubowski misplayed things at some point, and White's position still remains much better. And the clock situation is about balanced. So we'll see. We'll see. Could be potentially an upset here.
Yep.
Is there a game you want to check, really? Like, I know I'm mostly, Margaret, I'm going according to the list, but maybe there's like a secret board you're rooting for. You're just waiting for the opportunity until I'm going to get there.
I'm looking at the pairings. I mean, unfortunately, we don't have my sister playing. Otherwise, I would really want to go there. But she's playing on the 13th board, so...
Ah, yes, not the digital board.
Exactly. Maybe we can try to check another Estonian person, because we only had Sophia, right? And she's not doing that well.
Absolutely. So. That's why I'm here. Board number 8.
No, sure.
No, which Estonian do you mean?
Yeah, no, that one works. I think there's
you
not
definitely meant a different Estonian.
No, there's only 2 Estonians, I think, so whichever works.
Okay, you got it.
I think, yeah.
Okay. Kaimer Puuse, fellow Estonian, not the one that Margaret meant, I already know. And he's playing against Gleb Pedluzhny, one of the Lithuanian talents. I think well on his way to be definitely like an IMGM.
Yep.
And speaking about Lithuanians, I gotta say I'm very impressed, mostly. Sure. When I'm following the progress of our Braliukas, how they're doing, they played so well one of the previous Olympiads, finished in 10th place, not the previous one. We beat them in the previous Olympiad. We are very happy about it, by the way. In case somebody from Lithuania is watching, all Latvia was celebrating. Anyway, we always have this rivalry. But the previous Olympiad, I think it was in Chennai.
Yeah, in India.
Yeah, they played really well, finished in 10th place, and they have this lineup very good young grandmasters. There's like Paulius Pultinavičius, Tomas Lavrushas. Okay, he's already a bit more experienced, but he's still very young. And Valery Kazakowski. And who I'm forgetting? Like
Stremavičius, I think.
Titas Stremavičius. Yeah. Then there's the younger brother, Pius Stremavičius, also definitely is going to be a grandmaster. Then there's Gleb Pedluzhny. I mean, where do you get these guys that are like a lot of young players coming from Lithuania? Very strong players. I'm very, very jealous.
But maybe that's why it works, because you have a lot of players who want to beat each other, so
maybe
there's more motivation.
Or maybe they have like a very good coaching system. Like some very good coaches. It's like we would talk about the success of India. And I think there's like many factors why India is today where it is. Mm-hmm. But obviously a huge factor was Vishy Anand as the first grandmaster, obviously a world champion, and then some highly accomplished coaches like R.B. Ramesh, who just built this network, etc., with the local support, etc. Yeah, now they're just like breaking all the records. Anyway, yeah, I'm just telling that there's a lot of talent from Lithuania, and they're coming here to Pärnu.
Yep, a lot of Lithuanians this year. I mean, even on the live boards we have
more than Latvians actually. I think
we have 5 Lithuanians.
Oh no, it's more Latvians actually. So there was a huge delegation because You don't know this, Margaret, but some of the kids, at least one of them, last week they were in Washington.
Oh, the school one?
The school, whatever. School
World
something.
School
World School Championship.
something,
I don't know the official title. They were there.
Yep.
And they just arrived. And they're really playing in Pärnu.
Oh, I actually did know that.
You did know that?
Because there was an
Okay.
Estonian school playing.
Oh,
and
wow.
I know that.
And are they
like,
playing here?
Yeah, actually we have
Oh,
Kirill Korkov who is
nice.
playing, but I think he's...
Yeah, so many Latvians are playing here as well. Actually, I think there's more than Lithuanians.
I think there's more Latvians than Estonians.
Yeah, it should be.
So.
It will be really embarrassing that we cannot make like 2-hour drive from Riga and send a bigger delegation.
If there's more Latvians than Estonians, then Estonians would have...
That would be embarrassing for you.
No, I think this is true. So.
Really?
Yeah. There's
Really?
a lot of Latvians playing, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, it would take me too long to count right now, but I'm
Oh my
relatively
goodness.
sure, yeah.
All right. Okay. Anyway, what do we have here? Bedluzhny is having this position where he has some pressure, but wait a second. This cannot be right. Oh, wait, I haven't
time?
checked his... Yeah, the time. Is it? Am I reading it correctly?
I think it can be, because like the Estonian guy, I know him a bit, and he is a relatively fast player, so...
Oh, wow, 1 minute.
But again, there's no extra time ever, so...
I mean...
What Bedluzhny is left with.
Yeah, like 30 seconds.
Yeah, 30 seconds.
I think the biggest downside of being in such a time scramble is that you are basically tied to the desk.
Yep.
Like, you cannot go anywhere. You have to expect a move at every single moment. All right, so, I mean, obviously White is doing pretty much all right. There's some pressure against the pawn on b5, and maybe there's an easy move, king e3, and grab the center, but Pursip is doing really well. Maybe this knight is not doing really so well. Okay. Okay, now tell me, which was the Estonian you wanted to check?
No, I mean, there is only one other Estonian playing. I just wanted to check Estonians.
Okay, sure, you got it.
I think the 11th board is also an Estonian playing.
11 board.
Yeah.
Matthias Robert Uibokant against Rao Sharan.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this. What do we see?
The heavy pieces and open kings. That's the first thing we see.
Black has an extra pawn.
Yeah.
White is lower on time. I wouldn't really go as far and say that the position is balanced. This is what our dearest Stockfish tries to say.
Yeah. Triple series, nothing to play for.
Yeah, but maybe it's still balanced. Like, could be some problems with the king's safety. Queen f6, rook e7. Like queen
And
f6.
then you go to the rook again.
Wait, where do you go for rook again?
Try to... but queen g4 is...
Oh, queen g4.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I did not even see this move. And I go here. The rook is under attack.
Are you running away?
I think you have to.
Yeah, I'll have to check you, so... I'll try to...
Again?
Yeah. And now I have to run. Go to c8, I think.
c8. Now that I'm looking at this, maybe this indeed is equal. Like, I could just take it.
And then at some point I have to...
There's a check threatening, yeah?
Yeah.
Check, check. Take, check. Here, take.
Oh, we got a rook again.
Yeah, it's going to be very difficult, if not
Yeah.
impossible, to win this. I mean, White is so active here. So active. Maybe he can do it. I mean, queen f6 is a very logical move.
Yeah.
I mean, alternatively, you could play rook e7.
I was thinking that maybe if I just go like 7, first, I'll try to push my deep pawn. They're not checkmating me.
Right. Can I play a 4? I'm a bit afraid to weaken my king.
Okay, I will
No, I cannot
go
play.
towards the queen. I want
Maybe
the
I
queen my
can.
deep pawn.
Deep one, yeah. And I wanted to go for some queen endgame like this to dominate your queen.
So my queen is bad.
Yeah, that was my idea, but
even like through f8, my queen will attack a3 as well. I will come out.
fair point. Yeah. Yeah. By the way, now it just got updated. There's no moves. Chess.com just decided.
Enough.
Go back with the position. Yeah, I think queen f6 looks tempting, but rook e7 is also a move. I think queen f6 is just very straightforward. Yeah, like this is a threat. Check here. I don't know, where do you even go? Here. And the best that black can get is, I think, this. This.
Yeah.
I just cannot really see anything. I mean, but this is literally impossible. King f5 here. Let me just put it until the very end.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, you cannot play 8.
At some point, you maybe have to be careful.
Yeah,
if you're really trying to go like king f8, king e8, then I'm coming king f6 as well.
Exactly. Yeah, I think it's just a draw. This is just a draw. With ideal play. But White's clock management, 7 minutes against 34, suggests that Sharon might find something.
Yep.
That's the bad news for Estonians. Oh wait, there was actually a double exclam move I'm seeing in the game.
Okay. Oh. And it's a cool move. Maybe not the double exclam, but it's kind of cool.
I don't know, chess.com is very big with these sacrifices. I would just give nice move. Yeah, but not the double exclam move.
So 1 exclamation mark.
Not even one, like I would just no, it's not even a great move because the way I see it, double exclam is something out of this world. Like it's just, oh my goodness, you have to see this, right?
I mean, that's what you wanted to do, right? You go to the double exclam move.
Yeah. And 1 exclam move is like really great move. Like it's not like a double exclam, but it's really, really great. But these moves, like cheap tricks, I would just say thumbs up something. Like not more, really. Okay, anyway, it doesn't matter. Where do we go next? By the way, we have an update of some results. Kazakowski beat Kristep Kurskans on top board. Also, Sebastian Bogner said auf Wiedersehen to Oswald Bindrek. I think he could have done it. Both of them are German speakers. Sebastian is from Switzerland. Oswald was from Germany. So, impressive victories for tournament favorites. But there is a big fight in the game of Piers Grybkauskas against Nikita Meshkov.
Yep.
So we could go straight there.
Because last time we left it, we kind of liked what Nikita had done, right? His
right.
plan was interesting.
Try to find the game. Here we go. Oh, bishop c8 marks as a mistake. No, it's just ridiculous. Like, I think everything is still good. Nikita is perfectly under control. He has like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
White has 4. And he just improved his piece. And there we go. Yeah. The bar slides immediately back. And e4 was a mistake. Let me just check very quickly. According to the engine, why bishop c8 was a mistake.
No, but there was a very concrete idea, yeah?
Bishop c3.
Okay.
Which can be picked up, I think.
Yeah, I think like if you see that it's a good move, then you will get there, but I think automatically you want to do something on the king side.
Yeah, but I think also, this is the one thing I noticed. I'm going to switch off the engine. This is the one thing I've noticed many players, especially young players. So the young players, they tend to, sometimes overthink. And when it comes to the time scramble, so he was like having at this moment like 15 minutes, like less. What do you do when you have little time?
Well, you want to make something concrete happen.
Exactly. So you always make something concrete, right? And that's why he was going for the concrete knight e4, for concrete f3, and a concrete e4.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. When you're having less time on the clock, you're more inclined to force things. And he missed his bishop c3, bishop b4, which I think was an idea to be picked up, because this was essentially what Nikita stopped White from doing those moves ago.
Yeah.
So he played a4, stopping White to play a4, bishop a3, and now a couple of moves later, maybe White just forgot about this, and now he played e4.
Maybe he just thought the d4 is a good move. Like he tries to grab the center.
I mean, it looks logical.
Yeah.
Why not? I mean, indeed, yeah, just grab the center, and that's one thing I have noticed very often. It's so easy to walk past objectively good continuations when you have something in front of your face, right? Some alternative.
Yeah.
And this f3 e4 was something that White wanted to do, but White's clock situation might backfire.
But do we have something concrete? Okay.
No, I don't think it's like
take like with fe.
Yeah, of course, f takes,
Yeah.
and I think
Like
that Nikita would love to give a check,
yes, exactly.
so that you cannot go king h1, king f1, and I'm seeing some ghosts.
Yep.
I'm seeing some f5. Yeah, clearly not f5, but I just thought it's fun just to show something like this for fun. And I would normally say let White calculate this.
Yep.
I mean, I'm a commentator, I can easily sacrifice
Exactly.
Black's pieces. So, but maybe there's like a simpler move, queen h5 instead. And now I play e5, open up the diagonal. It looks so scary.
I think now Nikita is happy he has more time.
Should be very happy here.
Yeah.
Like there's all kinds of tactical ideas. Like there's rook f2, there's knight h3, there's bishop g4, etc. Maybe White already has to go like desperado, sacrifice, give a check, take on a8. Maybe it's not even desperado actually. It's just very sharp.
Yeah.
Knight h3 is played.
Okay, so king f1 is kind of for.
Yeah, but it's a very scary move. I think he's also playing on emotions of White.
Yeah. But you really don't want to take the knight. That would also be scary.
Yeah, but I think that when it comes to the ideal strategy in the time scramble, you always want to have the attack.
Yeah.
Why? Because maybe your opponent starts to see ghosts. Like you see all kinds of things maybe which are not there. You tend to overestimate things. So I think for White king f1 is an incredibly scary move, because he doesn't know that f5, e5, f4 doesn't work. Like maybe it works, maybe it doesn't work. And that's the thing, Nikita doesn't have to calculate it, because he maybe is toying with White's fear that out of the seeing these ghosts, White might take on h3. He might do that. This is a very smart move, and I really like how quickly Nikita played it. So this is like, there you go. I told you.
You were correct.
Yeah, it's like a great skill. You feel these moments when your opponent is a bit uncertain. There's also we are not seeing the body language of the opponent, the way he's sitting. You think that if I'm White, I want to clarify things. King f1 looks scary. Let me just play knight h3 and see what happens. Very smart play.
Yep. And now he went for the bishop c3.
Now he sees it.
A couple moves late, but still.
Yeah, I think Nikita's doing really great. So even if White's going to play bishop b4, Black is not going to take most likely. Or maybe he is, but the point is bishop d6, c takes on d6. White no longer is able to organize a passed pawn. So ultimately, White is having a slightly worse king. That's what I'm seeing here. So if I'm Nikita, I'm thinking queen g6, rook e8, and do something on the king side. So is it queen g6, rook e8, or is it maybe queen h5, rook e8? And normally when your opponent is in a time scramble, you're trying to play the so-called series of moves.
Then it can happen that maybe White thought that the e4 is grabbing the center, but it will actually become a weakness.
You know, this is such a wonderful topic, Margaret, because I have noticed even up to IM level that there are players who overestimate the two central pawns. They think like I have the pawn to e4, d4, it's automatically great. I'm afraid that's not the case. It's all about the weaknesses. It's all about sport by queen h5. I love this move.
Yep.
And also I love the speed, how Nikita played it. And I think this also shows a lot of confidence that he feels his opponent is vulnerable. We are not having a feed from the board, but I can imagine he feels like this is his best chance right now.
Yeah.
And also there's the idea of f5, f4, and White is afraid of it. So let's just put some pieces on the board. Let's say bishop b4.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play f5. What do you do?
Okay.
I suppose e5. I'm gonna take it.
For the knight.
I'm gonna play f4 and just be afraid. Yeah, like it's so easy. f5, f4, open up files, open up the diagonals. The king is somewhere weak, and be afraid. You know. So and White here has very good chances to get in a serious time scramble, and that's why Nikita is increasing the speed.
Yep. And I mean, if you're not going for bishop b4, then what are you doing?
How else do you clarify?
Exactly. Rook e1. Try to exchange the queens, maybe.
Yeah, but you already, that's the point. You see Black's threats far more clear than your ideas. Like you see that Black's going to play a5. And yeah, maybe bishop b4 just to kill off one of the attacking pieces and just pray you're going to survive. Maybe let's just stay for the game for the moment. I'm also going to try to give you an update what's happening in the other boards. Thomas Larushas has defeated Ignas Milius. Also, Hagen Puch has defeated Sofia Blokin. We kind of expected this. Nikolai Platonovs apparently has a winning position against Krzysztof Jakubowski. That's a game you also want to check.
For sure.
You know, let's maybe do it like this. So this is a very tense game. White's in a big time scramble. Let's have a peek. You know what's going on in Nikolai Platonov's game against Krzysztof Jakubowski. This could be the biggest upset of the round.
Yep.
And evaluate the progress and go back.
Yep, sure.
And go straight back. All right? This is what we are seeing. Oh, sorry. Not what we are seeing. There you go.
Okay, so the rook made its way back. But with a cost
of a pawn.
Yeah.
So the last couple, there's so many mistakes for Black. Mistake. Poor Krzysztof.
Oh, so he actually got scared. He thought his rook is getting trapped. He voluntarily sacrificed.
Yeah.
If you can call it a sacrifice.
Yeah, he felt indeed the bishop, the rook is in trouble. How is this? Maybe he is hoping that White's not going to hold on to the pawn, like bishop 4, and then what? Bishop e5 is the big idea.
Yeah.
But apparently there's something wrong. Maybe. I mean, you can just take it, of course.
But also, if I just go bishop before, then what are you doing with?
I had to make a very sad move, g6, I suppose. It could be even some e6. Like, it's a very easy sacrifice. Yeah. Takes and takes and takes. Look at the king. So, why are they just playing on an extra piece, essentially, yeah? Yeah. But the question is Nikolai capable of picking something like this up? I mean, for me, it's very easy. Like, temper pawn sacrifice for the activity. He's still very young.
Yep.
Might not be so easy for him. So, we might be seeing quite a big result here. So, now we're going to go back to the game of Nikita Meshkov. Yep. Huge game in the making. And White played bishop d2. Look at that.
So,
I don't understand the move, to be honest.
He doesn't want to exchange them on f4, I guess, too? Or exchange them on f4 and go like queen g3?
No. I think he wants to stop f5, e5, f4 with bishop f4.
Yeah.
But I mean, Black can still increase the pressure. Play rook e8. Let's say you play rook e1. And you need some smart moves. Somehow keep the tension. H pawn. That's what I'm thinking. Queen g6. I would love to do this. Yeah. Stop a bishop before.
And also now, like, okay, I'm not sure if white wanted to go e5 anyways, but now you just can't do it anyway.
Yeah, now he can't do it. This just makes perfect sense. I'm pretty sure Nikita's gonna do it. Rook e8. It's like I'm using this. Do you know the 3-question rule? Okay. So the 3-question rule is something I have adopted myself from Jakob Ogard. So one of the big names and coaches and authors. And he talks about this in his book. Whichever book, maybe many books. Like, I have like these 6 books at home, Grandmaster Preparation. Lots of amazing stuff to show to students. And he talks about these 3 questions that very often they give you the right action. By the way, rook e8, rook e1 was played. Yeah, it just makes perfect sense. And I think queen g6 will play here. Maybe even queen g4, by the way. Yeah, queen g6 is played. There you go.
Your Latvian players, yeah?
Yeah, I know Latvian players. Yeah, I know Nikita. I coached him. So the 3 questions are, what does your opponent want? Question number 1. Second question, what are the weaknesses? The third question, which is your worst placed piece? And very often when you ask these questions, it somehow guides you to the right direction. It's like, imagine this, you're sitting here from the black's perspective. So which is your worst piece? Obviously the rook. Yeah, so easily improve it. What are the weaknesses? You look at the position, you're thinking the weaknesses on e4, weaknesses on g3. Then you remember some very old rule by Aaron Nintsovich. When you have one weakness, you have to create a second weakness. And there you go. So queen g6 applies pressure here and plays h5, h4. It's just pure textbook response.
Okay, so maybe I'll try to... Okay. What if an idea? I'm not sure where the knight is going.
I think he's going here, but I don't think he's going to make it. Somehow. All right. Let's maybe try to put it on the board. h5.
Okay. 31 there, 95, yeah.
95. And h4. So you want to play...
Have to go there, yeah.
Even this, by the way, is very shaky. Maybe there's no threat. Looks very good.
Yeah.
But apparently not the best. So it's so slow. h5 seems correct. And 94 is a problem. I mean, I'm not really sure. Maybe it's not a problem. Maybe you just rearranged the bishop somewhere. Why would you want to trade it? Target this weakness. That's another weakness. After knight f4, you play queen b4. No, I think here white is in a world of hurt. Like, that's a weakness, that's a weakness, that's a weakness, that's a weakness. Like, there's multiple weaknesses. He cannot simplify the position. I don't like this knight b4. I think what he should have done, like here, he should have just traded the bishops. Like, whatever. Just trade the bishops. One less piece attacking me. Then I'm going to figure it out.
Yeah. Maybe the issue for white, like as you were explaining, there's so many weaknesses. So even if there is no checkmate, then the weaknesses are still going to show. So black doesn't need to necessarily checkmate.
Look at this. Bishop e6. Great move. Stop playing 95.
Okay, so he's just playing simple.
Yeah, now h5 is going to be incoming. All right. Nikita looks very convincing here, and I think he's going to do it. Now we have a choice. We could follow the game of Nikolais Platonos for the big upset, or we check somebody else.
Maybe, but let's maybe go there to Platonov's game, because I see a pawn on e6.
Pawn is on e6.
So he did probably sacrifice it? Or...
He did play it! He did play it! Oh, he is so great. He did play this line.
Yeah, the exact line.
Fantastic. I really like him. Like bishop before g6, e6.
Oh,
he took with the rook. I was so hoping he's going to take with the king.
Yeah.
No, but...
I mean, it still looks good.
This still looks very good. Yeah, rook f6.
Rook f6.
Like he's like, again, 12.
Yep.
Yeah. Very, very impressive.
Because often you would think that maybe if it's a younger player, they don't want to go to the end game. They just want to play something very concrete, very sharp. But like, likes the end game.
Okay, so black is holding on. Yeah, but by now I think Jakubowski already knows that he's in very big trouble.
Yeah.
Takes here, bishop f3. White has the pawn and the compensation for it again.
Exactly. I think the issue is that even if like you can give the pawn away, but there is no real practical hope how you can become active in the position.
Right. Biggest surprise so far in the making, but let's not write down Jakubowski's chances just yet.
Sure.
He's a very expensive grandmaster, and Nikolai could get nervous.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. Maybe you could play bishop b4. Maybe bishop f5, rook b6, and then bishop b4. But he doesn't. It's really bad. Like White's idea is so straightforward.
Yeah. It's actually hard to protect the b7 pawn, right? Like.
How do you do it?
Mm-hmm.
You can somehow beg for a rook endgame.
Yeah.
But White's gonna say no to that. I mean,
I'm not even sure. Maybe even the rook endgame is good.
Yeah, but that's the principle, I think. Normally.
Okay.
I mean, I don't argue. Maybe it's really good, but it's the only chance for black. Like rook endgame, down a pawn, whatever. Yeah, it looks pretty bad anyway. Yeah, but I think that this bishop f3 is very clear.
Yeah.
b5, c5, and I see no ideas. Should have warned Jakubowski. I saw him before the round. Should have said, watch out for this kid. He's very talented. Right. So, do we follow this game or we do
some end game? Yeah. Still a lot of pieces. This game we haven't seen. Board 9, yeah?
Yeah, board 9, yeah?
Oh, let's check.
Yeah, let's check. Board number 9. Jakubas the Jokas is playing against Daniel Kopilov, the experienced international master from Germany. One minute for the yellow favorite. Uh-oh. I mean, White's position probably slightly worse because of the weakness on d4.
Mm-hmm.
But the clock doesn't spell anything good. Like, I'm thinking if I'm playing with White, I want to play like takes, rook c7, go for some activity, open up f-file. But pawn is under attack. Can I take it?
You have to. Mm-hmm. I don't think you want to go bishop c3, so...
Yeah, I mean, sure bishop c3 even drops the exchange, by the way.
Ah, yeah, there's a...
Knight f3 is just a very sad move. So I think I want to take it. Now the big question, what black does. Take with the pawn, the bishop. I don't know. But I'm seeing some motives here. Very easy to suggest, not so easy to copy.
Yeah. If you go like... I don't think you can go g.
I don't know.
Right?
I can, it's not my game.
Yeah, I'll take the pawn.
Like this.
I have some bishop d6.
Oh.
There is no check even.
Yeah, I just lost a piece.
Yep.
Not very thoughtful of me. Okay, so maybe not g4. But what about... I mean, I was looking at this. I'm just not sure if I want to do this. Not very clear who is even playing this for the win. Like, I'm a play rook e1, rook e6. Maybe even just a solid bishop c3.
Yeah, no, my rook can be.
Yeah, okay, bishop c3 is so. The first round for the ELO favorites is giving no free coupons, as they say, right? So every single opponent is fighting very hard. We have many talents here, and they're not making it easy. So that was board number
9, I think.
9.
Yep. We also have board number 10. We haven't checked at
All right.
all, but if we
Let's check.
want to do the
Let's
full
check.
round,
Yeah, let's check. Let's check. Let's give love. Board number 10.
Oh, we were talking about the countries before. I think Bulgaria we maybe also haven't had before. So
Okay.
this young FM player is the first one to represent Bulgaria.
2 bishops. Black has an extra pawn. Who's playing for the win?
That is a good question.
You know, I remember, Margaret, this was like a pretty big surprise to me. That I realized that in many positions, like symmetrical positions, for example, 2 versus 2 at the queen side, and 2 versus 3 at the king side. If you give 2 bishops, an opponent has a knight and a bishop, engine very often says it's equal. It's even not even better. It's just equal. Like, that's why I immediately recall this. Like, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, like, could be one of those positions. So black has like an extra pawn. Of course, every single position is very concrete, but again, the bar says it's equal. So maybe white is, even though he's down a pawn, he's never stopped being ambitious.
I think black a little bit has the issue with the king as well, right? Like, if I get my black squared bishop to the a1, h8 diagonal, okay, maybe you want to exchange. If you can immediately, then it's fine.
I mean, if I want to draw, I just play knight f4. Like, I think that you cannot really take it. Bishop b7, rook b8. There's no way I'm going to lose this.
Yeah.
And but the problem is, white can just take it, and maybe even this position can be played for quite some time. This extra pawn doesn't feel. So perhaps black is trying to convince himself that he can be still ambitious here, but don't underestimate those bishops.
I mean, I think the first issue is how are you actually protecting the knight?
Maybe I go here. And if you take on b7, I play rook c2. Doesn't really feel any threat to me. And most likely white can just play b4, takes, bishop b4.
Yeah.
2 pawns against 3, 2 bishops. Time scramble. Most likely a draw, but could be still a 3 years old game, to be honest.
I mean, I think white wants to at least make something happen, being the rating favorite.
Yeah.
So
that's the logic.
So probably he will try to keep his bishops, maybe not take the pawn back, but
first, I think black has to figure out what to do, and I think he answered with something. Rook c5. Okay.
a little bit bold.
Yeah, but it's also coming with a very direct idea of b5. I like it. It's a nice move. And yet the engine says it's somehow balanced. All right. Which game do we have from the top? Just to give you a very quick overview of what's happening in the top boards. Nikita Meshkov has a commanding positional advantage against Pius Grybkauskas, board number 3. We might go there. All the other games are finished. Nikolais Platonovs is on the verge to make a sensation on board number 7 to beat the Grandmaster. I don't think he's beaten so many Grandmasters in classical chess.
Probably.
If at all.
Being so young,
could be the first victory. I could be wrong. Could be the first victory. So history in the making here. Gleb Podluzhny, board number 8 against Gaimar Pusep is just balanced, by the way. A small surprise. Board number 9, Jokubas Diokas against Daniel Kopilov. About balance, but the experience at the International Masters slightly pushing. Board number 10, this is the board we're looking at right now. And then board number 11, a fellow Estonian, Mattias Rovetubakant, unfortunately didn't manage this heavy piece in game, and now he's losing, completely losing. Yeah, like dead lost. Dead lost. Yeah. So the experienced opponent tracked him. So it's your call.
I saw that the game with Kaimar Puusep, the Estonian, maybe we just check it for a second, because I think maybe there's like a forced draw already.
All right.
This was board
number 8.
8, yes. Just for a quick.
All right. So, white has an extra pawn, but unfortunately there's not so many pawns left on the board. 32 minutes, look at this.
Is that he's a fast player?
Boom! No, king h5 immediately.
Yeah.
How do you think? Is it irritating for white? Like,
yeah, probably.
I know it's irritating. Like, I can definitely tell it's irritating. You're playing like when you're a pro. Maybe it doesn't really apply to the pros, but everybody. And your opponent in all the critical positions, he just makes those moves. Like, how can you play like that? Yeah, but he just makes these moves very quickly.
Yeah. But on the other hand, maybe you're hoping that they make quickly, so they make a mistake. Like if you would actually think, maybe 5 minutes, you could maybe try to figure it out move by move how it's. But
32 minutes. White needs desperately to keep these pawns alive. If black gets to trade one of the pawns, he can give away the knight for the remaining pawn, and you can't win with the sole knight, as far as I know. King here is a threat, but is it even a threat?
Yeah.
It's not very clear.
I was first thinking about some knight d3, knight f2, concrete ideas, but...
Yeah, it's very logical.
I have to go h4 and then...
h4. And some 9g4.
Yeah. Then who's in his...
I mean, I can always go back.
I can go back and... Probably maybe white has to just move the king.
There's a million ways how to draw this according to an engine, but humans always find the one way to prove the engine wrong, that you can't underestimate us. Let's go to the game of Pius Grybkauskas against Nikita Meshkov, because apparently there's been a development. So this is one of the leader fights.
So...
Whoa!
What is this?
Oh, whoa, whoa. There's been a sacrifice. How did this happen? Oh, you're going to love this. There's a double exclam move.
Let's hope it's actually, yeah.
So this was the position, more or less.
Yeah.
Takes, queen h5.
Okay, so he wants something concrete, yeah.
Somebody's getting very creative.
Oh.
Ooh. Wait a second, Nikita blundered this.
Probably, yeah.
There's no way he went for this.
Yeah.
Oh. Like, I think he went for this sequence. Brilliant idea. Queen h5, bishop f3. He went for the sequence. He thought there's no defense against queen h2, and he missed g4. Great move, stopping these squares. Luckily for him, he's still alive. There's no way this was the plan.
For sure. Maybe this was like the mistake. He was trying to play on the opponent's clock and then something himself.
Yeah, I could imagine how he feels. He's like, I'm better than this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, all of us, we've been in this so many times, and especially when you're a coach and you tell the students, and then you go out there and you do exactly that. And I'm also, I've seen with exactly the same thing. Unfortunately, sometimes it just happens. Yeah, no matter how experienced you are, how well you know things. Like, you know, Margaret, recently I was watching the finish of the British Championships. Yeah, like completely unrelated to us. Like, it was an event going on chess.com events. So I was like looking, okay, look at that. Michael Adams is playing against Stuart Conquest for the British Championship title. I was like, wow, really?
Yeah,
no young players? And then I checked how Conquest in round 9 destroyed Nikita Vitiogov for the black color.
Oh, wow.
Completely destroyed. Which was very, very amazing to see. And for Nikita, we're talking about Vitiogov here. He's such a great player, but even for him, there's some off days.
Yeah.
Like he just completely unrecognizable. Yeah, like he got on the wrong foot and he was completely demolished. So anyway, for Nikita, this is tough. And since all of us, we have been in this situation, I think it's very important just to gather the thoughts. You just gotta gather the thoughts. But by the way, not to take anything away from Pius Grukauskas.
Yeah.
So he's been holding on, but like he did find this G4 move. I would say he was a bit lucky, to be honest, in that position. But I think he now feels he might have a real shot here.
Yeah, even with 1 minute. Now it's also maybe easier to play as white.
Right.
He was just reacting and.
Oh wow! So what was the idea here?
So he could have just taken the bishop back, yeah, and played
just take
easy game.
Just take it. Yeah, there's no need for you to force things. Bishop f3 remains a threat. F5, f4 remains a threat. He just saw something.
He just thought he was just winning, maybe more easy or.
This is so cruel that Chesterton even gives like a double exclam move. You know, great, except it's a blunder. It's a blunder.
Well, at that point, I think he didn't have anything else to do. Otherwise, he's losing if he doesn't. But
you know how typically, Margaret, you probably know how it works. Like you play the move, you immediately see the refutation.
Yep. Always. That's why chess is a cruel game.
You know, now why this is better. Yeah. You know what? It was like this. I was playing in Riga Techno University Open. And my opponent with black color was a young master, young international master from Russia. But I could feel the guy had immense respect against me. Like he was so nervous, so trembling over the board. And I was like 0-1 already for me immediately. When I see the fear, I convince myself I have won the game even before it started. So I play this nice game in the Sicilian Tamanov or Khan, whatever, who cares? So, and then I'm thinking, oh, look at this. There's this very nice sacrifice. Yeah, I'm calculating good 20 minutes. And everything works. By the way, King G3 is a huge blunder. Yeah, anyway, what I did, I blundered. As soon as I made a move, I immediately noticed that I had made a blunder.
Yeah.
But my opponent was so into it. He was so accepting the role that he's going to lose the game.
Yeah.
He didn't find it and won the game. I still won the game. It was terrible. Yeah, King G3. Not a good move. And why is it not a good move?
It's just also.
Yeah, but why? I don't understand the move. I mean, G5 is not really a threat.
Exactly. But if you go King G3, then now G5 becomes a threat, maybe.
According to an engine, the best move and the only move is Queen G3, G5, Queen G4. It's not really that difficult, is it?
I mean, it makes sense, and probably if you think maybe 3 minutes, then you find it, but at 1 minute, it's a bit different story.
Right. So he played King G3 with the same idea, and now I can just play G5 here.
Yep.
Now you have closed the rook here. G5, rook G7 suddenly is a thing. And Meshkov is winning again. Just like that. All right. Let's maybe now use the opportunity to go to the game of Nikolai Platonovs against Krzysztof Jakubowski, where the young player from Latvia is on the verge to make a sensation, possibly scoring his very first victory over a grandmaster in classical chess. I could be wrong, but I don't recall him winning any grandmasters, at least in the Latvian championship. He played really well against Mises. He lost the game, I think. But he was very close to draw. And also he gave quite a bit of resistance against some other players. Now he is just having 2 extra pawns. But 4 minutes.
But I think so far he's played the rook, or rook and bishop endgame. So, really good.
Right. So, I think what matters here is the G pawn, not these pawns.
Yep.
G6, G7, G8. How do I make them work? Jakubowski is smart. He has organized the pass pawn.
Yeah.
And this is what makes Platonos feel a bit nervous.
Because he sees at least like some sort of counterplay, right? So
Right, and the clock is ticking. Tick tock, tick tock. Yeah, so like maybe he's thinking, should I push this pawn? Should I push this pawn? I need to watch out rook f3, h4, h3, and then multiply all the feelings that I'm going to be the grandmaster, I'm this close. It can be very tough for somebody his age.
Okay, so in order to push the G pawn, you need to move your bishop somewhere, right? I assume you can't really go to f5.
I think bishop
so
e4.
Yeah.
Makes sense. You stop the check, put the bishop on d5, and play g6, g7, g8.
Yep.
Looks very straightforward to me. So I go here, bishop d5, h4, g6.
I'm just so much faster.
There's nothing to be done. I mean...
You can't even sacrifice your bishop. So.
Right. I think he needs to find one move. If he sees bishop e4, bishop d5, he's winning.
Yeah.
Everything else, I'm not so sure, because a bishop f5 is going to be rook f3.
Yep.
A bishop h7, let me just put on the board. There's some checks that you don't want to put the king in the front of the pawn, and there might be a race. Even though the engine says it's still winning, I think bishop e4 is lights out.
Yep.
You think he's going to find it? Oh.
The answer?
The answer arrived before Margaret could say yes. You were saying yes anyway.
Yes.
All right. All right. How's the chat, by the way, doing? By the way, hello to all of you. Pardon for the mix-up a bit earlier. Everything is fixed. We're streaming right now from 2 locations, on my Twitch channel, on my YouTube channel. So hello to all of you. I'm back finally after some time, after I was doing the commentary for Bilch's Festival, and then I just took a break. Yeah, like a couple of weeks. What are you doing, by the way, yourself in the summer?
Well, a lot of things. I've been helping organize the festival. I'm also doing my university, like practicum things, preparing for my thesis.
Right, you studied in Italy.
I did my bachelor's in Italy. Now I'm studying in Finland.
Oh,
so,
which city?
In Jyväskylä.
Jyväskylä.
So if like from chess players.
How do you pronounce Jyväskylä?
Jyväskylä.
I'm pretty sure it's wrong.
Well,
we got some Finnish here. Like we discussed Scheveningen, and now it's Jyväskylä. Are you sure?
I mean, okay, my
Finnish
accent is also not perfect.
I'm just trying to confuse you. I'm pretty sure you know.
Yeah.
You do know. You do know. Jyväskylä. Something like that.
But also, yeah, the Heart of Finland is the tournament maybe that the city is known for.
I never played, by the way. You know, the only time I was about to play in Heart of Finland, I mixed up the travel dates.
Oh.
So I was supposed to play in Heart of Finland like 20 years ago. And I had bought my tickets. I think it was actually a bus and then a ferry to Tallinn. A complete nightmare. Anyway, but I was going. And, no, was it a bus? No, I'm pretty sure it was a flight. Anyway, and I'm like checking in the evening. I'm thinking, yeah, okay, now I'm gathering the things. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to go to Jyväskylä and etc. I'm like, wait. And you know, have you had this feeling, feel something is wrong?
Yeah.
Something is terribly wrong. You can't explain. You feel like it's a panic wave coming up to you. And you think, wait. But I was supposed to arrive the day before the tournament, not during the first round. And I'm like checking the itinerary. Oh, my flight already left.
Yeah.
So I canceled the tournament.
Okay. So you never played there, yeah?
No. Like, I think the tournament organizers probably were a bit mad at me.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Could be. No, I mean, I tried to arrange, like, I was in touch with them. I was about to reach with the second round, etc. But now I'm thinking, was it really a flight? Or I was supposed to fly and I instead found a ferry.
Yeah, I mean,
something crazy scheduled, whatever. And I said, no, like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah, I mean, the journey is quite a long one.
Yeah.
Even from Helsinki, it's like a 3.5 hours bus travel.
Yeah. Actually, this is what we used to do. We used to go to the Finnish Team Blitz Championships every year, like 20 years ago. There was no flight. And typically my journey would start at 6 a.m. and finish at 11 p.m. I would take a bus, I would take a train, I would take a ferry, I would take a car.
Yep.
And I would get there at 11 p.m. And I was like, 1 hour flight.
Exactly.
All right. Anyway, bishop d5 is played by Platonos. And now for Jakubowski is moment.
Maybe it's even a question: is he gonna play something? What is the move?
Yeah. By the way, give you an update. Nikita Meshkov has won. Pius Grybkauskas had an unexpected chance. He was unable to capitalize on it. And the other games from top boards are Daniel Kapilov. He is having a slightly better position against Jakubas Diokas. And Nico Rosenbaum is worse against the Jan Samuil Kostov. Yeah, so I think we are going to follow this game.
Yeah.
And when it finishes, we're going to wrap up the broadcast because all the leaders will be finished. So this is only the beginning of the festival, and tomorrow we have a pretty long day, don't we?
Yeah, we start at 10 o'clock in the morning with the round.
No, so, they start at 10 o'clock. We start at 11.
Exactly. Yeah, and then we have second round starting from 4, so we start at 5.
Right.
Maybe like 8 hours of chess, a little bit less.
Well, probably for us it's less. For them it's going to be pretty tough. Yeah, h4 is played. So we're going to watch this game until a logical outcome. See how it continues. I think here Jakubowski knows he's beaten.
Yeah. So
what's the final trick? Maybe g6 is played, bishop f3. Is that even a trick? I'm not sure.
And probably not, but maybe it's just the only move you can play.
It could be a resignation. Bishop f3 is played. g7. I think white is even winning this with a very simple g7, bishop d5. I take it, check, and just even go here.
Yeah.
There's no need for fancy stuff and just collect a pawn.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yes, rook endgame, 3 pawns up.
Right. And g7 is played. I would love to see Platonovs right now. Unfortunately, we can't. But this kid is about to make one of the biggest upsets of the tournament so far. So watch out, every other title players. We're going to face him in the next rounds. King g5.
Yeah. Now they're
King e5 also is easily winning. I think this is even easier. King e5, rook b8, or king e6. Resignation is about to happen. Huge game. I'm feeling a bit sorry for Krzysztof, but he did it himself. He played really terrible today.
Yeah, he just kind of got outplayed in the
middle
game, I guess.
It's rook g6.
Yeah.
Like, he perfectly got a playable position after the opening.
Mm-hmm.
He got everything he wanted. The position was equal. And then I guess he was, I don't know, hoping that the opponent is going to collapse or something. And he collapsed himself.
Yeah.
I think it could be already finishing because we're not... Yeah, there you go. Huge game. Platonos wins, and this marks the biggest upset of round number 1. And with this game also, all the top games have finished. So we have board number 9. Just to give you a very quick overview what's happening board number 9. This is Jakubas Diokas playing against Daniel Kapilov. Kapilov has a slightly better position. He has, how much points does he have? 2.
Yeah, 2 extra. Yeah, if you count, maybe you have to count them. Yeah.
I mean, this is what I usually do.
What's
your technique? Like my Grammar's technique is I count them on fingers.
No, I was thinking that the h3 pawn is falling, but it's not as easy to collect it. So
wait, there's no rook a3, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe actually it's not so clear. Or maybe we should stay at this for a moment.
Yeah.
Okay, let's stay for a moment. I already announced we're leaving, but I saw this. I realized maybe there's something happening here. And what's the board number 10? Board number 10 is a fortress. Black is attempting to build a fortress.
Yeah.
Okay. So, white is down 2 pawns, but he's very active. Knight h4. How do you stop this knight f5 idea? Rook f1?
It's a sad move.
It's a sad move. I mean, you want to ideally play bishop e5 and give a check and checkmate. You don't want to play rook f1.
Yeah. Okay, I'll try to start with the check maybe.
Okay. Check.
There's no checkmate.
Almost a mate.
One move.
Except it's not a mate.
Yeah, and then you take the a2 and then
Oh, it's actually, yeah, 2 extra pawns. Maybe even 3 already.
Yeah, if I take the h3, you take a2.
Alright. Rook f1, only move. A sad move, and sometimes the sad move is the only move.
And that's what can happen. You really don't want to make that move, then you don't make it, and then you find out it was the only one.
Maybe this knight on h4 could be in trouble. Like, you could have taken a2. Well, the knight is under attack. Wait a second. Watch out for some bishop e7.
Yeah.
Like, it could get really tricky. Bishop e7, the bishop f6, rook c1, rook c8.
Yeah. No, maybe we'll end
Could
with
be still 3-result game here.
black takes f5, takes a2, then we play this endgame.
Yeah, but you will never do that.
Yeah.
Like, I think that, would you really do that when you have like 2 extra pawns? No, you're simply trying to bail out with the draw?
Yeah.
You're trying to win. You're the yellow favorite.
For sure. But then you see your knight dropping.
I think he underestimated this move. With rook f1. Or simpler to say, he didn't see it at all.
Yeah.
And no, there's some ideas.
I'll start the other way. King g7 with the idea to go f6 if you're actually attacking my knight.
King g7. Here and
F6.
here. But I might take the pawn anyway.
I'm still trapped, yeah?
You're still trapped. Maybe you start to see ghost. It's so easy to see ghost here. Like, you see, oh my goodness, how did I misplay this? Look at this, he's having 30 seconds.
Yeah.
He definitely did not expect this. Like, we called rook f1 a sad move. Maybe it's actually a genius move. The knight h4 might have consequences. King g7 is played. Look at that. That's a good move. I mean, it's not like black is really in trouble because you can always sacrifice on e5. If I was white, you know what I would do to make you nervous? I would play a3. I would play some mind games.
That would definitely be mind games. Then you know
definitely mind games. Like,
I mean, it actually has an idea as well.
No, there is an idea.
Yeah.
It's not even mind games. It's just a great move. Right. And I think that Kopylov does not want to see a3 at all.
Yeah. Because you always like to have the idea that, like, even if it doesn't work out, I will bail out. Right?
Margaret, how do you direct the attention of the opponent? You feel like a3 is very good. Do you, like, try to send all the energy to the other side of the board? What's your reaction?
I mean, I don't usually actually, like, consciously try to.
It's like you look in spite on the other side of the board. Like, even though you know you should be looking there, but you're looking there on the other side of the board. Is this how you do it?
I don't think I've ever actually tried to, like, on purpose mislead my opponent or something. Maybe I'll, like,
I have tried to mislead opponents many
something.
times. Yeah, I have tried. Like, every trick in the book, it works. Yeah, but normally, poker face. Yeah, just... I mean, this...
so the knight escapes.
Knight g2. Yeah, this bishop e7 apparently was not a great move.
Yeah.
Pawn on h3 still lives. By the way, there might be knight f4. And you could have taken f4.
Oh.
Because h-pawn advances.
Yeah.
Both players down on the last seconds. Very shopping game.
Yeah, but if you have to, like, if you take king h3, then I'll go knight f4 anyway.
Margaret, there's somebody writing in the chat, Nikolai, in Latvian language. Nikolai is my friend and I hope he wins this game. He already won the game.
Yeah.
Congratulations, your friend won. He made history. Knight f4 is a mistake.
Such a logic.
Hello, Arturs. Who is your commentary partner? How should I introduce you? Women International Master Margaret Olde, one of the organizers.
Yep.
Now you know. That works?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I mean, we don't have the name tags. I actually originally was planning to have it on stream, but there was not enough space.
No. Yeah.
So I decided to make a larger picture of us. Hope you can forgive me.
I think it's fine.
I think it's good.
So, metaphor seemed logical, but no. And I'm still looking at the black king is kind of animating that. Not exactly, but not the best.
Watch out, some king h3 rook g1 at the right moment.
Yep.
At the right moment. You're right. I don't think the black feels safe at all, but also white is down on 20 seconds. The clock is ticking. This is where you got to show your extra qualities. Like experience very often matters in these positions. Great move, by the way. So he is attacking the knight and threatening rook g1.
Okay, so
The Yukos was a youngster, no?
I assume so. I can check, but
Because there's so many Lithuanian youngsters, I automatically assume he's a youngster.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, born in 2011. He's 14.
Oh, he's 14.
Yep.
Okay, look at that. Another talent.
Yep.
So Ramatini on my Twitch channel is writing black is winning, but it feels opposite. I don't know if black is winning here. I'm gonna say with all my confidence, it's a 3-result game. And it's equal chances. Maybe for a couple of, he should be having the better chances because of the experience.
But he's
Okay,
also
there's a
young,
bit.
though. No?
Apilov?
Yeah.
No.
Because I think he's the son. Like, all three of them are playing here. The
Ah,
father,
really?
the son, and the daughter.
Oh my goodness.
So I think the father is
You think I mixed them here with the father?
I think so.
So there's a father and the son playing.
And the daughter as well.
And the
They have
daughter?
3 of them. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought he's the dad. Okay.
I think the dad is representing Ukraine and the kids are representing Germany. Yep, he's born in 2003.
Oh,
So he's 22.
okay. My apologies.
Oh.
King e3 is a mistake. So where was the mistake? White was supposed to play, rook d1, which is
I mean, okay, you want to take the pawn, but
pretty difficult move to find
Yeah.
anyway.
what's the issue?
Knight g3, the only move that wins.
Oh.
On the rook g1? How is this winning?
Oh, but maybe you force the rook trade. Ah, no.
How is this winning? I don't get it. Like, knight g3, rook g1. Oh, rook e2 check. Oh, you can miss this.
Yeah.
It's so easy not to see this. Exactly because of rook e2. I mean, your brain says not to play knight g3. And he missed it.
Yeah, because he was scared of the checkmating ideas, I think.
So there's a chat member, Gaultier Dota, who says that, Margaret, you're playing sometimes in Finland.
Yeah, I mean, I played the Heart of Finland this year, and I played a few games in the Finnish league, so I've done it.
For which team?
For Jyväskylä.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah, I played a bit. Since I'm
I stopped
there.
playing in the Finnish league. Like, I played in Finnish league for like 20 years. For Team Amala, for Tampere. I really know well all the Finnish community. But I grew a bit tired.
Yeah, I mean,
I wanted to change something, so.
yeah. For me, it's mostly that it's on the weekends, so sometimes, like, I don't have a lot of time to play, like, besides doing university, so
Right.
you can play 1 or 2 games.
I was in Jyväskylä once. It was a team event. Like, probably some winter or something. Rook f2 is a great move for white. Pinning the knight. And then going for the pawn on d5, and then just says it's a draw.
Yeah, so I'll go, like, knight a3, I assume, yeah.
Yeah, so rook f2, rook a2, king d4, king d5, and it's a draw. According to an engine. How human it is, especially for a youngster to go for an endgame down a pawn, he goes for it.
Yeah. I mean, it's also maybe he didn't have too much.
I don't know. Like I would have maybe still tried to go for the mate.
Rook b1. Yeah.
But okay.
Maybe he wants to trap the knight somehow, but I guess not.
No. You mean you mean after this?
To a2, yes.
Oh.
I'm always scared of the knight's getting trapped like
you're
this.
right. Yeah, Capilla should be very nervous here. What if he loses the knight? So technically his time has expired, but I'm pretty sure he hasn't flagged. Rook a5? Yes, it's very human, like you said. Very human to walk away from the pin. What if I lose? Let me just put it on the board. Like, knight c3, takes, and what if this loses?
I think you go like, okay, you use the other pawn.
Okay, Engine says this does not lose because you win. But I mean, on seconds, it's very easy.
And then bishop d6, knight b4, right? Like,
yeah. It's very easy to misplay this. So rook a5 and rook c5 is played.
Okay, so do we get like f and h?
I think we are going to go there. And then we can quit.
Yeah. But
if they go for this endgame, f and h pawn, we're like, goodbye. We're out of here. Like
it's a draw.
It's a draw. Open Dvoretsky's endgame manual, page 147. I just made up the number, but it's definitely in Dvoretsky's endgame manual. Oh, he doesn't go there.
He could have done it immediately, yeah, with rook c4.
Right. But now, I think he's just gonna play rook h2, rook g2. This was not a great choice. He should have went for this.
Yeah.
F and h pawns. You know, I have played Margaret chess for like so many years, and in F and H pawns or A and C pawns, do you know how many times I've got in my practice, in my career?
It's either 0 or a lot. It's one.
Exactly once. It was against my Narva. It was some rapid tournament.
Okay.
And I messed up. It's like I was winning, like her king was cut off, and I couldn't remember what was the winning technique. Like whatever. Yeah, but it's such a rare event. And, and I remember, like, when I studied this, I thought I'm going to get quite a few these F and H pawns, none until for many, many years, like one rapid game.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever played it, like, actually, but it's more that you're thinking during the game and you're like, oh, when you're defending, you're like, do I really want to go there, or do I want to, like, pick something else to defend?
Right. Yeah, I mean, I once had a very similar situation. I had a chance to go for rook and bishop versus rook, meaning I had the rook, and my opponent had rook and bishop, and I decided to go for something else because I didn't want to be tortured myself. And what do you think my opponent did anyway? So he did torture me anyway. But the point was that this was such a unique position, and I lost it in the end. So the point is, if you know it's a draw, you go there, and then you figure it out. That's the rule. You know, like, for example, F and H pawns is a draw, you go there. Like, you cannot hesitate.
Yeah.
It's going to be unpleasant, the opponent's going to torture you, but you know it's a draw.
Okay, so no.
And now I think Black is running out of ideas here. I think he made a mistake. Now there's no progress here.
Yeah.
He could have got the same position. Let me just show you. This rook a5 was an unfortunate move. He could have played check.
Yeah.
And this. And now Black just gets the pawn. Like rook h2, rook f5, king e4, check. Here we go again. I will just quit right here. But I think that instead, now this pawn is gone. You could have get the same position.
Yeah, and you can't even get like get the f pawn, but you cut out the king. You can't get that because king e4. So I think that's what he's going to do. But or he's trying to go like d4, keep the pawn alive. I know.
No, but I mean the h pawn loses anyway. So king takes an d5, a very easy move. You know, Engine is trolling us and saying king c5 is also a draw. And even king e3 is a draw. Okay, king d5, of course. Yeah, I mean, this is just a textbook draw. Maybe. Now, there's no way to cut off the king and collect the pawn on f5. So I think we can assume this game is going to finish in a draw. Just again, to give you a quick overview of what happened today in the first round. So we saw very logical results on top boards. Most of the leaders won their games, even though there were some tense moments, like for Nikita Meshkov. I think he miscalculated. He missed G4. Maybe he didn't actually miss it. I think he missed it, to be honest. And then also Thomas Larushas. Early on, he was under some pressure. But in the end, the experience of Gromster showed what they're made of. They won their games. And the biggest surprise came on board number 7, where Krzysztof Jakubowski lost against 12 or 13 years old Nikolais Platonovs, young talent from Latvia, possibly scoring the first victory over a Gromster in classical time control. Very, very impressive. And then we had, by the way, Gleb Pedluzhny against Kaimar Pusa finishing a draw. Small surprise, so to speak. This game is still continuing. I would really call them like big surprises. Just it's most likely going to be a draw. And on board number 10, the game we're following briefly for a moment, the Jan Samuil Kostov won the game against Nico Rosenbaum. That was the game against 2 bishops.
Yep.
The 2 bishops prevailed.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
So that's what happened. All right. So that's it from us. The very first day is over. Maybe final words from you, Margaret?
Yeah, I think we had a very interesting first round. And I think maybe tomorrow there's going to be more upsets. Definitely more upsets with... Absolutely.
We are going to be here. Yeah. We're going to be here to follow it.
Yep.
So thank you for watching. Dear viewers, we are wrapping up. And there's going to be more action tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central European Summertime. In Estonia, here it's 11 a.m. We're starting 1 hour in, already inside the round, so that we get to focus on the most critical moments. And hope you enjoyed the coverage. And we're saying goodbye. Take care.